Yeah. G'day, everybody. Welcome to episode 8 of Star Trek Picard, season 3. Not season 1 or season 2, only season 3. It's the only one we talk about. The other ones don't exist. Hope everyone's doing well.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, this was definitely dark. Darkness. Hello, my friend. So, episode 7 and 8 are definitely worth watching back to back. And episode 9 is meant to ramp it up to 11 and 11 and a half.
Cheers, mate.
And then obviously they land the ending. So
how are they going to ramp it up from here? Because shit, honestly,
Nightbot. Five fingers, high fives, Christats.
Man, like it wasn't quite, Victorian level prison fucked, but it was enough of a mind fuck that just was like, what?
Nightbot.
Like
five fingers, high fives, pinch hitter.
I mean, it was definitely full on, but I think the ramp is okay. Picard, Federation Day is only a couple of hours away, and they get to reveal who the big bad is. And I did accidentally see the teaser for the next episode, like Jim did.
Yeah, they didn't show much though.
No, they didn't.
No, but the one thing that they did show was like, oh shit. Because at the end of the episode, which we're going to talk about, you're there with Deanna and
Jack.
Jack. And she walked away. She's like, nope, can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
Nightbot.
Mm-hmm.
So even she doesn't want to deal with what's in the door.
I'm just curious to see if anybody else picked up on the clues that they dropped in this episode.
Good day.
That I picked up on.
Sugar kitty.
It definitely seems
Cheers,
like
mate.
they're playing some misdirection.
Nightbot.
With the audience as to what they're actually doing. What they're dropping into two different directions. Like, who are we actually revealing here?
So who's on board? So we got Five Fingers,
Nightbot.
Hanging, Sugar Kitty.
Five fingers, high five, Sugar
everybody.
Kitty.
All right, let's go around the horn. What do you think, Dustin, of this episode?
Disappointing in the sense that we landed last episode on a cliffhanger. They didn't answer this episode. Super happy that kind of what I was asking about last episode, and I think maybe Jim was like, no, they kind of did that, and I was like, no, they didn't. Was the whole Data lore got to sort of fight over it, and kind of this was what I expected, was that they were going to let the two of them kind of like break down that wall. The two would sort of coalesce into like a singular being,
Nightbot.
which is
Five fingers, high fives, swing in AZ.
It's not a new Data, which I'm super excited about. So overall, I think it was a fun ride, and it hadn't been a 2-part episode without the ridiculous, painful cliffhanger of the last episode, then getting redone again this episode, I would have been super happy. Got slowed a few moments, stuff like that. We'll get into all that, but overall, I'd give it a B-. I liked it.
Chip Shaggers over in Big Vic's, damn heathen. Well, that's right. We ejected him out of the. Yeah, we ejected him out of the airlock a long time ago.
Oh, the sheep shagger. Okay.
I don't think Simon. He's in the chat.
He was talking about Faz, but
problem.
No.
He's officially up the airwalk now. Anyway,
let me just say, I was really happy that we got some Data homes and Data got his pussy back.
Oh. Yep, I totally. That was awesome, and it was funny watching a few reviews afterwards. Everyone's like,
"But
it has to be Spot. Spot has to be the main one," and then comes Spot, and it was cool how Spot wasn't trying to get away from Brent Spiner the whole time he was acting with him. We see some of the Spot's like, "Get me the fuck away from him."
But I just wondered how the hell they got like a perfect clone too. Damn near.
I know.
Near me, not perfect.
Well, wait a minute. There wasn't just one Spot during the.
No, there was a shit load of them.
No, I know, but still, just like from the iconic scene, in Generations, The cat looked the absolute
Yeah, I'll give you
same.
that.
It was just wow.
Well, I mean, I did read something where somebody did point out that Spot's actually the first transgender Star Trek member because Spot changed he to a she multiple times.
Originally he was a male, then she had kittens, and now he's a male again.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
That's because
Jim did not see that in
trouble in disguise.
So this episode was a hell of a ride. I was very happy with how the whole Data War thing turned out. It was actually funny because in the group of people I was watching with, I called that at the end of this episode. I could see exactly where they were going with that.
Yeah,
it was plain as day what they were doing, and I loved them for doing it. And the other people I watched with hated that. They were disgusted with what they did to Laura. I'm like, really? War apologists? What the fuck?
Oh man, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was brilliant.
No, I did too. I will say, and we'll get into it later though, I am so sad Vatic is gone because part of me during
is she?
Yeah.
They can live in space.
No, but I mean, yeah, but part of me was like
the entirety of her. They only need one part of her, and she can replicate and regrow back up.
Yeah, but part of me was like,
they Demolition Man her ass.
Yeah, they basically just terminated her.
Like a bunch of people have said, well, wait a minute, they can still survive in space because they've already done that in Deep Space Nine. But then you were going, no, wait a minute. She was full of human DNA and whatever else they did.
Yeah, and also they full on terminated her, like in the Terminator. Just that scene with the the liquid nitrogen and the hand.
But remember, this was a poor man's Terminator ending, yes, or as one person I saw wrote, a poor man's Princess Leia Frozen.
Yes, yes, that was true.
Okay,
but I think one thing I would point out is there were 9 different. I think they said there were 9 changelings that were part of that experiment from that same.
No, 10 including her.
10 including her. There's 9 others potentially who could change into that form. So we could see a dramatic replica.
I mean, I have to say though that there was part of me this episode that was pulling for her because I was like, oh, you're such a baddie, I want you to win. I was just like, yes, this would be delicious. Throw Jean-Luc out the airlock and blow the ship up, damn it.
I mean, I can't deny she was a great bad guy. She was stole every scene she was in. Bravo to her. On the other hand, now this getting rid of her, I'm kind of surprised that they did this with 2 episodes to go because it's like, well, okay, Vatic said it, we still have 2 episodes to go. Shit's gonna get real.
But they got the final boss.
I think they needed to lose her to amplify up the big bad in the
correct.
The good.
Yeah. You've got to get her out of the picture, so now the big bad, because we've only got 2 episodes to go, so we've got to get the big bad. I think the best thing about this episode, which we've all been waiting for, is for the 7 of them to be around that table.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that was like,
all right, but I think we're getting ahead of ourselves now.
We are.
Let's start going.
Yeah.
I'll save my opinion.
But
Donald, you did say on Discord that Mr. Daniel Davis is going to be on Raw Rant talking about playing Moriarty and all these other stuff that he's done.
You can always talking about that. There's all sorts of interviews with him.
I mean,
that's going to be
yes.
I think they kind of wasted him a little bit.
They did a little bit. I'll agree because I wanted, full on, mastermind.
I mean, he could have been the whole baddie for the whole show, and I would have been so fucking happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that character had enough depth to be the big bad.
Sorry. I have to disagree.
Strongly disagree. Moriarty is the coolest bad guy of all time.
Later put the hat on and brought out the pipe and played Sherlock, and then we had Moriarty being the big bad for the whole show. I'm like, I'm sold. Yeah. Sign me up. I'm in.
I would have been like one of those what New Age Christians on the floor flopping at a healing service, going.
As somebody who absolutely, positively hated the constant references back to the holodeck during Next Generation, Moriarty doesn't count. Like that was just such a fucking great character.
He becomes self-aware. It's like, fuck this. I don't want to be on the fucking holodeck. I want to explore. Let me out.
That's just such a cool character in Star Trek lore. That bring it on, buddy. Bring it on.
We have another hit.
Hey, David. I know Dustin and myself are both drinking wine because, for this episode.
We have another Canadian in the chat. Red alert. Red alert.
Good to see Peter.
Always. So we start the episode. I thought the way they started this with this reflection shot and then going to the actual bridge, I thought this was awesome. This was so good. Because it just started with the stars and then you see the light.
Five fingers, high fives.
I like how the flame kicked up.
Pull down.
Nightbot.
I'm still confused by the changeling smoking. Whatever.
Ken,
my cork nearly disintegrated with me trying to open that Bordeaux.
Oh shit!
You now have to drink it all.
Yep.
I'm not confused about it smoking. I just think it's a damn weird affectation on a starship. Like, who the fuck smokes on a starship?
No, but honestly,
and it's a changeling who's decided that smoking's a thing. Like, but doubly like.
Who cares? It's pure Bond baddie. That's it.
It's pure Bond badass.
Yeah.
Good night, She Kitty. Happy cat nap. And I'm thinking, someone said, why is she smoking? Why would a changeling need to smoke? That doesn't make any sense. But then someone said, well, she took over her torturer. Maybe she smoked.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you imitate? Like, I guess you took the form, but I just don't.
Nicotine is hell addictive, and I know.
Dramatic effect. Come on, James Bond could not have a better baddie than this. That's it.
But the changeling
that's long fucking thing that makes cool sounds and shit.
Yeah, all she needs is a hairless.
Jimmy Oda brought tobacco back to the Great Link.
She's a great actress, but I don't like the character.
Really?
Oh, I thought she was cool.
Yes,
dude.
The whole thing is as well. You've got to go into looking at that. How many people have you ever seen smoke in a Star Trek episode?
Not many.
Yeah,
I could think of
a couple.
Yep.
That's it.
Very, very few. Yeah,
never
very few.
She's smoking thin sticks, but with an old lighter, which gives her that
makes cool sounds. That
century sort of evil vibe.
Yeah,
just damn weird adaptation on a starship, but
it just messes with my the logical part of my brain, you know.
But you need to suspend logic for a moment, because if this were a Bond film and somebody turned around and lit that, you'd be like, okay, this is a proper villain. That's
because it
the only thing she was missing was an attack tribble on her lap. That was the only thing she was missing. A jet white fucking attack tribble.
No, a hairless attack tribble.
Hairless, yes.
Hairless attack tribble.
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
All right.
I said,
we get into the episode, and this was
great Bond villain ever. This isn't Bond.
I know. It just
she inherited her father's characteristics. Really,
she did. Totally. Yeah, I mean, General Chang 2.0. There you go.
Spinning around in the chair and coming up with those lines.
A plus acting for the character that was written. I just think the writers, I don't know how they decided that a Bond villain needed to be a changeling. I'm just so confused.
How did they decide
this
that
is
a Bond
not a pure changing? This is a hybrid attacked, tortured. Yep. Yeah. This is a different kind of. Anyway, so this episode starts super fucking dark. when she's turning off all the sound and the lights, and then you hear all the screaming of the fucking
season
crew.
2 was bleeding into season 3. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I have to admit,
this
I've
was
developed a little bit of Stockholm syndrome because I was cheering for her a little bit. I'm like, come on, yes, win, damn it, win, yes.
Yes, but you've got to also sit there and go, it was a
Rundle syndication. Nice, Peter White. I watched some TOS last night. I watched Balance of Terror. The real Balance of Terror, not the fucking stuff.
Okay.
I know, we won't get into that argument.
You've got to sit there like Ken and go, it started as a really dark start to the episode, but again, they found the lights on the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
It up.
Again,
they did find the lights.
The bridge. Thank God. Yep.
Yeah, this was super dark when you hear the whole crew getting fucking wasted and murdered and slaughtered. And she's enjoying it, the music.
Like making music out of it.
You know what? All they needed to play in the background on top of this was one of Puccini's dark operas, and you'd get goosebumps going up your arm, down your back. Like,
hell yeah.
I wish they would have done that for cinematic effect, but even on its own, it was really great.
So, consider though that we've seen this done in Star Trek before, not to this extent. Like we haven't heard audio of people screaming and being shot and murdered, but I think it was one of the TNG movies where I think it might have been First Contact, where they're
the Borg were messing people up. Yeah,
it's engaging the Borg, and we hear all the comms going back and forth of ships getting attacked, things getting blown up, damage.
That was actually Wolf 359 when you could hear them going. We're engaging.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
I was pretty sure that happened in First Contact too, because that was how he decided to bring the Enterprise.
But in the beginning of the movie too, of First Contact. But it happened in Wolf 359 as well. Yeah.
It also happened in the Dominion War on Deep Space Nine. There was quite a bit of that doom and gloom and death and.
Yep.
So but not to this extent. This was like
this was like full-on Halloween horror movie death.
I think we're jumping ahead from the screenshots here. I mean, this is just the first shot here.
But this is where she's listening to the people getting tortured, and she's going. This is like music to her ears when everyone's getting slaughtered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of
my dad took me on a major secret service at the theater. Nice.
Some of the greatest Klingon opera
that
out.
Would have been. So Peter, that really means you really are an old geezer because.
And you are definitely welcome aboard.
1966. Wow. Okay. Cool.
You're any younger, man.
Yeah. 66. Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. Martha Parker.
Oh yeah, and you just saw Dustin's name? Yeah.
I just noticed that. That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Top shelf Moth the Barber.
Yep, top shelf. Both drinking red wine.
That clip of him irritating the fuck out of Picard.
Yeah. You're gonna bring the bald head to the table.
Yeah, and on top of that, Dustin is drinking an Australian Bordeaux right fucking now.
Australian Shiraz. I'm going to switch over to a.
That's Australian Shiraz. I'm drinking an Aussie Shiraz.
I have a Bordeaux. I just opened the Bordeaux, which is the one that I just showed you guys the cork that literally was trying to disintegrate when we opened.
A Bordeaux, you've got to let breathe.
Well, it's been open since we started.
I went to see Star Trek the movie at the theater. Fell asleep waiting for the shuttle to get onto the Enterprise.
Yeah.
I was not a big fan of the first movie. I think some of the recuts did a lot.
Hey, don't pass out, mate. Red Eye Lake got 2 new cats tonight after losing one. Oh, sorry to hear that. Good to hear you got 2 more kitty cats. Yep. Have you caught one spot?
Hey,
Good day. Top shelf dust.
I'm gonna start calling my mother's orange cat butt.
Yeah, definitely. Doesn't matter if it's he or she.
If you keep winning, Dustin, there's going to be 2 women who are going to be very pissed off with you.
I
literally
gave away 700,000 grams today. I don't know what else I can do to make people be more polite.
Yeah, so they wasted no time. Like if this episode started at half mass darkness, they immediately went full bore, full erect darkness, pretty much like 5 minutes in, when she lined them all up, and it's like,
oh yeah. I mean, they're all lined up. She's smoking the cigarello, fucking about to slaughter them all.
That being said, I think this was possibly the most annoying speech by
Good day.
Yeah, it's like, is this
Donald
you're not wrong, but is this really the fucking time?
Cheese, mate.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, access denied. We can't get into anything. We can't do anything. This is screwed. And then Jack's like, okay, no worries. I'll take over her body. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then he gets to see all this death and destruction while it's fucking happening.
I thought that was fantastic how she had a spike through the throat.
Yeah, it's like, holy shit.
This is the first time you've seen him explicitly been shown what he's doing. It's like, okay, he can jump in other people's bodies. Well, shit.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turns around and gets his ass phasered and almost has a heart attack. Yeah, and then jumps out. And then she's like, well, enough of this. I'm gonna execute one of you. But it was pretty cool seeing them all lined up like a bloody firing squad.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut back to the Shrike, where Deanna and Riker have a chit-chat.
Yeah, but the good thing is that even with nobody really on board the Shrike, they've still got the power to be able to have those giant headlights on.
Well, I mean, the power wouldn't change. The power wouldn't change. Just the people to control them would. But
that's honestly, I think Attic knew that there was no lighting on the Titan, and she needed to have strobe lights so that she could.
Maybe that's why.
There you go.
Actually, maybe that's why the bridge is lit up more, because the Shrike is.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Anyway,
and we even see at the beginning. There's a fucking great window.
Yeah,
she's lighting it up.
I have to say,
she was like, I need lighting here, damn it, you people. How do you work in this these conditions?
I have to say that
I like it dark, but this is too dark.
I have to say that scene between Troy and Riker just kind of shows how comfortable both the actors, you know, Jonathan Frakes and Mariana Sirtis, are with each other.
Yeah,
like the way they just
and they have been for a long time. Like you see them on stage and shit. They are so comfortable together. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
well, at least Riker gets to motorboat her. That's all that he felt really good about.
Well, the best part of this whole scene, and I might be jumping slightly ahead, but when like they're talking about like the fake Riker. And she's like, at first she's like, yeah, we spent a lot of time together.
Bad.
And then she's like, but then she's later on like, no, I knew it instantly. It's like she just totally wanted him to think in his head she banged the changeling. I knew it.
I really liked that after guys. The changeling that turned up, he was very charming as well. Really good in bed, but really bad at pizza.
That was a good line.
You're never going to answer. Did she or didn't she? Thanks, Ryder.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Exactly. Then turns around and says, but I knew that they weren't real. Or I knew that they weren't you.
Yeah, it wasn't you. You knew it wasn't you. Yeah, exactly.
You just said that you banged him and that you had pizza with him.
That kind of sounds like most of my dates in my early 20s.
Damn, Donna. Like a kid.
But it was a changeling, and a changeling can have other appendages. So maybe that's.
Maybe.
Yep, maybe.
Maybe he grew.
Yeah, this scene was. Anyway, yeah, it can be huge. Can be multiple adapted. Ribbed, whatever. But this scene was pretty deep because they were talking about how he pretty much lost his thing, and we got the reveal that she was feeling everybody's pain and was trying to stop him from feeling pain, and that made him feel nothing, which he didn't
That was
like.
the next scene with them.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
The scene ended with him, displaying some wonderful optimism about the state of affairs on the Titan. You have to appreciate that optimism. Oh, Picard delayed a trap for them. It's like, well.
Yeah, he's like,
that's right, yeah.
The Captain
Picard. Yeah, I had to give away the code, but if I know good old Picard, he'll be working his way out of this.
Yeah, but
he's got a good old Captain Picard maneuver. Yeah.
He also said that he gave away a
compromised code.
Yeah.
Code. Yep.
So whether or not it was a code which would give temporary access?
No, that was the code that allowed them to find the Shrike. That was that code. That way the Shrike could find. Yeah, that way the Shrike could find the Titan, the Titan could find the Shrike. It was that code. Yeah, and I like this, but she's spinning around in the chair.
I like how she goes, I like this chair. It's so comfortable. I want to.
Yeah, that's why I just come up. She's spinning around. It's like, this is cozy. I'm going to take this with me.
That was funny.
I love just how, like, I honestly, I love the manic craziness. I just wish this wasn't a changeling. It just keeps bugging me. I love this character except the changeling part.
I don't care about the changeling part. Just give me more. Like,
also, I love hanging AZ. It just keeps coming back to, are we sure Will Wheaton's not showing up? He's all pissed because he's the real kid of Beverly.
Yeah, but poor Beverly. Poor Beverly. she got a fucking husband that got wasted, got a whacked out fucking son that disappeared, and now some other fucking son that's fucking all fucked up.
No, but wouldn't it be funny if Will Wheaton was like the villain?
Oh, God.
Since he's been doing the wandering thing, he's fucking.
Yeah, it's like
personality.
You're my mother.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Which is exactly what Hanging's been implying here, and it would genuinely be the funniest goddamn ending. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, you know what? Cheers.
Yep. I love this. This is cozy. I'm going to take this with me. And it's great because she's just spinning around the chair and she's like, oh, I'm fucking sick of this. Why isn't Jack just going to turn up? Spinning around in the chair and it's like, this is cozy. I'm going to take this with me.
You know what, Dustin? I think we came up with a plot for Lower Decks. Will Wheaton is a bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, that might be the only way we ever get a Will Wheaton return, but it might be worth it.
I mean, that would be hysterical on Lower Decks. Where it's like, she's my mother. And then you get like, Riker or whoever, fuck you. No, she's not.
Riker would just like. That being said, I have seen some interesting speculation that perhaps Beverly that we've been dealing with all season is not actually Beverly Crusher.
I've read that too. Yeah,
that crossed my mind. That
would be a hell of a twist to keep buried this long.
Yeah, where she's actually like a changeling or changeling hybrid
or something. Or got infected with some kind of thing. Or
I mean, what hints has there been for that?
None.
Okay.
But
so just
people speculating based on what we've seen so far. And
fair enough. I mean, the reality is, it's going to be a hell of a weird tie-in to come up with why they stole Picard's body.
And supposedly they land ending, from what people have said. The last episode, they really land the ending, so looking forward to it.
And it's like, why did they take the pieces of his brain that are infected? Like,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, they took his body. I don't know.
Bits of his brain. We're going to cover that because it comes up. But.
We'll come back to that because I do have a thought about that. But
So I'm still not happy with the way that she says I'm 7 and 9, where it makes more sense for sure to call her 7 because of the Borg thing and his post-traumatic stress syndrome. I think it makes more sense for him to call her 7.
I disagree, Ken, because he used her full name first and last.
He did.
So she came back with my full name is 7 of 9. If he just said Annika or whatever, I think that's right, she would have said 7.
Yeah,
he
I
said
agree.
First and last.
Yeah. She had to stamp her authority and go, my name is 7 of 9 because...
But what annoyed me with this scene is I thought they'd kind of like come to like an
agreement?
An agreement kind of last episode.
Yeah.
Where they seemed like they were cool on it, and then he comes right back to being Captain Dick again as
Yeah, but that's because Captain Dick doesn't like it when he doesn't have his command.
No, but with this is a little bit of controversy on this scene, because before she says that, he's saying, why the hell didn't you blow the fucking turbo lift?
Yeah.
And that was never heard by anybody. It was said, but no one fucking heard it in last week's episode. No one fucking heard it. But he said, blow the turbo lift. And she didn't blow it. And he's like, no, you're a Starfleet officer. You can't make decisions that you feel comfortable with. You have to make the decision for the best of the crew.
The ship.
You need to blow the fucking turbo lift. And she said, no, I don't want to do that. So that plays in a little bit later when she takes responsibility.
And again, he's not, like I said, he's not wrong. Was this really the time for this speech?
While they're all
lined up about to get shot by the bad guys. Well, let's lecture you.
Well, that's
still
a style.
Still a typo? Oh, that's typical Scotch Down Under, Evil. We've got to have the typo. I should put an extra P in there. Tripled.
I mean, that's kind of typical for him, though, because he is Captain Cock. So he has to, be.
Yeah, but I'm with Hangman. The Dick Captain should have his own show. I would watch it. Hell yeah. Terry Trek, Star Trek Legacy. Come on.
Everybody you're talking about for the last 2 years, season 2 and 3, that 7's going to get a spinoff. That has been so talked about. If it doesn't happen, I'll be shocked. I know Ken's down on this theory, but I think it's happening.
You know what? I don't know, because they're going to make more fucking woke teen inner
drama,
feeling,
fucking Space 219. No, one or two.
But you know what?
Go get your tampons and cry.
But the thing is, they're going to bring on that what's her name, the woman who doesn't deserve to be on part of Star Trek.
What the fat sea cow or whatever the
the black girl.
Yeah, the fat sea cow, Tilly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tilly.
No, the black girl that was Orf, Riki or whatever the fuck her name.
Raffi?
Oh, Ralphie. Oh, that's what Hanging just said. If the airlock Ralphie.
Why do you say Ralphie? It's Raffi. Her name is Rafaela. There's no Ralph in there. She's not a dude.
Raffi. No. Raffi actually got the short end of the stick because of the writing, but.
Yeah, I think her and Kevin are going to be scissoring lesbian Star Trek girls later on in a new season.
It could be, but this fucking Star Trek, Starfleet Academy season, when I heard it, I was just like, oh, fuck me dead. Here we go again.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, really? And the worst thing is, we just had First Contact Day. They had to announce Starfleet Academy 4 days beforehand on April the 1st.
But not even that. It's like they're going to set it in the Discovery timeline. Which
in the 32nd universe. Which
we're going to fucking get more of this, woke Trek, let me finger bang myself while I'm jacking off a skunk and identify as a transgendered fucking raccoon.
So maybe they may have it so that because Kirk's body is still in at the Daystrom Institute, they're going to bring Kirk back. They'll have 7-9 as his first officer. They'll have Raffi as security officer, and he'll be going, "Bring it on, girls! I've got a ham sandwich, beer."
Nightbot.
No.
If only.
If they bring Captain Kirk back in that new series, it's going to be as a fucking sensitivity sex toy. That's what it's going to be. Honestly, it's going to be, may I
Hey, guys, we're watching a great series here. Let's just
we'll whinge about the state of Star Trek.
Yeah. Like the thing is, if they do a spinoff of what we've got right here, the first 2 seasons were not woke bullshit. They were just terribly, terribly, terribly written.
No, they were absolutely.
They were not woke bullshit. So let's take the politics out of here for now and just enjoy what we got here. And I hope they can take the positives here and move forward.
Thank you.
Let's be positive.
I can't believe
this is a decent episode of Star Trek. Let's be positive.
You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Dustin is keeping all of us on track. What is going on?
Because I could bitch about Star Trek for the last fucking decade or so for the cows come home, but he's right. We've got this shining example of Star Trek written really fucking well. So keep on going, baby. That's it.
I wouldn't call it shining, Ken, because the lighting's still very low.
But I mean, Dustin is the one keeping us on track. What is going on with the world now?
Yeah, the universe has flipped.
Dustin's just suffering from giving away 750,000 drams last night.
No, he's drinking wine. He's drinking wine.
Kind of drunk.
Yep.
So that means you should do these episodes drunk more often.
I said it's a different
kind of wine.
On wine.
Yeah, wine drunk. Yep.
Well, as long as they keep bringing up wine, I'll be drinking wine on the episode.
Well, let's hurry up and get to the Geordie one so that he can get over onto the Bordeaux.
Yeah, exactly. Cut back to Beverly, Picard, and Jack, and he's like, I can take control. I can do some shit. I can take control. And they're like, what? If you can do that shit, cool. Okay. So I'm going to try and I can't remember his name. Takes over him, trying to do the security override thing. Yeah, and then Baddick's like, he's a Bajoran. Yep, because he's got the earring. I can't remember his name. At this point, she's saying, okay, every 10 minutes I'm going to execute somebody. Come on, Jack. Come on, boy.
Yep.
So I had a thing I wanted to bring up here. So
go for it.
Throughout Star Trek kind of history with like Picard, Riker, and this crew, it was always very military driven where, yes, I have feelings, but I don't focus on them. But you can kind of get a very different sense of, 20 plus years later, retired Starfleet. Yes, we're Starfleet officers, but there is this very grandparent oh my god, people are being killed, and and we're near death ourselves kind of feeling going on through this whole scene that the actors are conveying well. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it was very interesting.
No, talking to the writers and stuff, that's what they were talking about. This is 20, 30 years later. Their life has changed. They're towards the end. And the whole series, the whole season is pretty much about that. It's like family. They've got to this point in their life, and they're in this position. They've gone through so many things, how they've changed over time. Yeah, no, totally get that.
Yeah, but
it was very jarring watching this scene and seeing Picard, not emotional, but the sense of duty and right and wrong has changed, and it didn't feel like just shitty writing. It felt like, oh, he's just older, and we've kind of built that up a little bit here. They've done a really good job of getting there.
Yeah,
not perfect. There's a few hiccups, but it's really good.
Yeah, but it's also it explains 7 of 9 to a fair degree as well, because she keeps talking about Voyager being her family.
And
she's looking for another family.
It's not.
7 wasn't really a big part of that conversation right there. It was really Beverly and Picard.
Picard was always a crew. Back in TNG, it was the crew. Yeah. The family was the senior officers who would go and sit in, go to the captain's dining room and have dinner with him. That was the family. All the ones that played poker, that was family. But everyone else was the crew. Whereas for 7 of 9, everyone on Voyager was family.
Yeah.
And she
I'm talking about that scene right then and there. You could see
she didn't have a family. She lost her family.
Yeah.
You could see and feel the emotions of Picard and Beverly, especially, like just like seeing like they're going to start killing the people here, and they're like, they don't know these people from Dick. But it's just like that whole like, I'm grandpa at this point, where it's like, I'm seeing the youth die, and it's just hurting them more than when Picard was.
And starting in from last week's episode, where they're even questioning their own morality with executing Baddock and shit like that. There's like,
I think it's to me, this is not like, so this whole series has been about, a lot of the conversation has been about the evolution of things. This is not evolution. This is the maturation of a person, and how as we get older, we sort of we change, and we become more emotional to like, hey, I'm about to die, but that person has their whole life ahead of them, and I want them to see it. Whereas when you're younger and you're in a military role, you're just like, hey, look, this is your job. You do it, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And
and that's what's cool about the scene with Law and Data as well. Is like he's talking about his memories. That's what makes a person. It's just lovely written. It's really lovely written.
We'll get there here shortly.
And then we get this scene.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, so I have to say that this scene, I was cheering for Baddock a little bit.
You've been saying it all episode, man. I actually saw somebody. Apparently she's half Vulcan and half something I don't remember. I don't.
Yeah, but I mean,
well, the actress herself who played Tavine, she was going through some pretty full-on medical. I don't know what the medical issue was, and she sucked it up to play this part. So, hats off to it. That's all.
But my point is the fact she looks a little awkward for like a Vulcan. Apparently, there's like 2 races in her. She's 50-50.
Yeah, I think. And
it was like, if somebody told me, again, the other race I don't remember. It's one of those obscure races that I'm sure if I Googled it and I looked it up, I'd recognize them instantly. But like, it didn't like register when I read it.
But again, I have to say, I mean, goddamn, if I want a baddie on Star Trek, I mean, good Lord, just.
I mean, this was pretty badass when she was looking into Jack and saying, "Have you gone to the door yet? I could help you." Blah blah blah. And she's about to execute the other bridge crew.
And then she just goes
and just waste her ass.
Yeah, like it's like come on. It's like all right.
This is probably the darkest, scariest moment I can remember on a Star Trek that I acknowledge exists.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, this was like, damn.
We've had moments that were, I mean, more grandiose in what they were doing. We're going to wipe out a planet type thing, but all disrespect to the cinematographers who decided to not use lighting. That's just fucking badass. Gun to the head, just.
Yeah, and coming from the back of the head, execution style to the other character, is fucking crying, and then she just fucking switches and wastes.
Yeah, but I also like how she turns her head as if to go, well, this is logical.
Honestly, I have to say, I do have a little bit of an Amanda Plummer fetish at the moment. Yes.
I mean, the Plummer family, they're just so fucking good. We just need to watch Undiscovered Country again.
I think engineering's dropped into maintenance.
Cheers to Donald and his love of being pegged.
Yeah, well, I've seen
dropped into maintenance mode.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Damn, that was quick.
So I have seen Christopher Plummer a number of times down here and at the Stratford Festival in Ontario when he was doing Shakespearean plays. I just loved it. Oh
wow, nice.
Yeah, so my grandmother and I would go for a weekend when the Stratford Festival was on, and it would be, okay, what's the most expensive hotel we can book? Oh, $400 a night? Done. What restaurant can we go to? Oh, yeah, cool. What's the menu like? It'll cost us, $250 for the meal. No problem. Cool. Are we going to go see the Stratford Festival? Yeah, absolutely.
Hell
and
yeah.
That's how we would kind of treat it. Yeah. I mean, seeing Christopher Plummer playing King Lear or Richard III, just, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so...
Do you want to throw Jim backstage, Ken?
Yep, roger that.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy.
Hi, Jim.
Let him go through his maintenance routine.
That's it. Yeah, so King Lear was my grandmother's favorite play, and Richard III was mine. Yeah. So, yes, I do kind of have a weird, Amanda Plummer fetish at the moment, yes. Just because of the whole baddie and Shakespearean angle. And
yeah, but did you notice how in that episode, in that scene though, when she's basically going, "I'm going to kill every," it's like she just channeled Honey Bunny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because she goes, "I'm going to kill every last one of you."
I still think this is the best fucking bit where she's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm so impatient. Why the fuck? I'm taking over the ship. Can't Jack just fucking turn up for fuck's sake?"
Yeah.
And just in the chair, and I'm like, "This is cozy. I'm going to take this with me."
Yeah, I mean, just again, it's so Bond batty where you're like,
yeah,
come out, Mr. Bond.
Come out and
play. Yeah. But I just love how they actually gave her sort of a part of Honey Bunny in, because she goes, "I'm going to kill every fucking one of you."
Yeah, every last fucking one of you. Yeah, true.
And it's like, it's Honey Bunny.
Yeah. So then we cut back to Shrike and Beverly. I mean, not Beverly. Deanna and Riker are talking about, they work their shit out, and then they're talking about they hate being in at that house with the birds, fucking waking them up, and it's a hillbilly fucking place.
Oh, this
two-headed woodpeckers and groaning stairs,
turning up, and
This is back to the reason why episodes 7 and 8 should have been one episode. Is they just did this shit where it's like, God damn it, just shorten it.
And everyone said that 7 and 8 should have been in together, and that's why when we watch the whole thing, it'll make sense.
Yeah.
The thing is, this is just a long, overdrawn conversation. You're just like,
no, but it is. But I actually think this is kind of integral, because it just kind of shows like the whole arc for Riker, especially.
Yep.
Actually, I liked in the previous scene with them, and they're sitting down on the floor, and Riker goes, "I just thought that I just need to try and give you one last jolt of the old Riker charm."
Yeah, and then she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, see, I hate to say it, but I'm sick and tired of Riker in this series right now. We keep going back to
really?
Kid.
Oh, I think he's one of the best.
I think
the thing is, Riker's a great character, but I feel like we've just beat his whole "I lost my kid, I'm struggling."
No, well, I reckon
that was a great thing. That was such a great arc that he'd lost. Yeah. He's pretty much his will to live. No optimism whatsoever. No hope for the future. The universe was dark and death and gloomy. And
I think we've already touched on it. We've already done it. It just keeps coming back. Like, they could have done 1 or 2 scenes and really nailed it. But this is like the 4th scene now, where it's just like
the whole thing.
And they were long. It's just
that sort of tragedy isn't something which you do a one and done.
Yeah,
it'd
be a disrespectful thing, because like it's sort of a thing for anyone who's a parent sitting there who's lost a child, it's
no.
And going back to this is about how you change through life, and it's about family. I mean,
but the thing is, the way that this was written is it's okay if you have subtlety to these things. These keep being overt, where it's kind of like the writers are like, hey, I know you didn't actually watch last episode because you're stupid. You forgot this. Let me repeat this. Riker lost a kid.
You know what?
Let me do it again.
I just have to say you have the right to be wrong, and that's it.
They are continuing again. They can make reference to the fact that he lost his kids. I'm fine with that. It's the fact that they keep repeating the entire story.
This is actually a conversation between the two parents, and the number of times that you see one parent has a totally different reactional situation.
Chris, I wouldn't be. This scene was fine if we hadn't just been bombarded all throughout the last episode.
Yeah, but that's what they've been doing, though, is they've basically been showing how Riker is basically got a fairly critical flaw to his character now.
Yes,
and the thing is, Chris, I get that. Well, my point is that this is like 40 minutes now of a 10-episode, 50-minute series. Now
I think you're the only one that feels like it's overdone. I thought it was perfect.
You know what? I think you need to keep sipping the wine, Dustin. That's it.
I'll keep doing it, but I'm telling you, man, they've reached the point where it's just like, I get it. Now, this scene would have been fine if there'd been less build up to this point, and this would have been a really powerful scene.
This point was actually the perfect epoch of everything. For the Riker character, like it just showed.
John, that's what I just said. I said this would have been great had they not overdone it already.
But they haven't done it.
I don't think it was overdone.
It dragged on. This came up so much over the last few. Again, it should have been brought up. It's a massively powerful thing. I get it. They are just pounding it on us, and also keep in mind, we as the audience have never even saw this kid. We never met him.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. They've gone through
a 10-episode series. You trying to bring this whole thing up that like we've got no history on. It's rough.
No, just sip your wine. Goodbye.
I'm not the only person who's brought that who's complained about this.
I'm sipping wine, and I think it was really well done because this.
I'm not saying the scene was. I'm not saying the scene was bad. But this scene.
I'm saying the whole arc. I'm saying the whole arc.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, and even Hangen's saying the scene showed some resolution between Riker and his wife. Exactly.
I thought this scene was good. It's the fact that we've been so fucking through. I hope. Let me put it this way. I hope the Riker and his lost kid doesn't get brought up again for more than a minute.
It probably won't now.
Probably not. No, it's been done. It's a resolution.
So much.
Like you're comparing it to kind of the whole, loss in Star Trek Discovery, where it's the whole transgender. I've lost my mate. Blah 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 blah.
No, my issue, Donald, is I think episodes 7 and 8 should have been one episode. And how do you cut down to where it's one episode, not two? And the Riker scenes are about 10 to 20% of that.
I actually don't think episode 7 and 8 needed to be, because I think we've become addicted to like fast pace in modern society. But you look at a lot of the great shows, sometimes they slowed it down deliberately.
Slow it down. Long lasting.
If they slow it down much, the problem was the weighting of this, and there's a few other things. the two episodes didn't work because they could have spent more time on that.
Extremely.
For example, episode 7 could have just been purely on the data lore stuff. They could have done that whole arc.
It could have been, but I mean,
and then 8 could have been the whole Jack arc. But the way they did it was just not good storytelling.
It was fine because
you've got what you've got to do is look at 7 and 8 as being a double episode.
Sort of, yeah. Like,
well, no, the whole series is one movie.
Yeah,
the whole series is one movie.
But Chris, I would totally agree with 7 and 8 one story. Except both 7 and 8 had a fucking cliffhanger about Jack. Both of them did.
Yeah, that was irritating. I will admit
that's irritating. But that makes you. But we've grown up that. That's how television used to be.
I know,
you get those cliffhangers that just makes
television
you.
Has never been about it. 2 episodes doing the same cliffhanger. That is unprecedentedly bad.
Yeah, but it's that slightly different tweak to that cliffhanger. It's you've gotten a little bit more information for it, and suddenly it's that slot. Oh, okay. Are they going now to do it?
Yep, no, just a little more angle of the cut.
It's bad storytelling.
I would say it's not bad storytelling. I think they're trying to push kind of the boundaries of traditional storytelling because if I don't know, did you ever watch Jake and the Fat Man?
Yeah,
crime series.
No,
you remember when they did the double cliffhanger for?
I'm not looking at Gift's ass in the mouth of this. Yeah, I'm with you. Yep.
So it's kind of in that tradition because the end of one season you got the cliffhanger, and then the very beginning of the episode of the next season another cliffhanger, and then it all wove together, and I was just like,
GMT.
Yeah. What's going on, boys?
Cheers, buddy.
Good evening, sir.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no.
No, you're always welcome aboard, mate. Did you watch this episode?
Yes, sir.
I sure did.
What'd you think?
Actually, my wife watched it.
Now you're welcome. You're not welcome at all if you didn't watch it.
Well, actually, my wife hasn't watched any of the Picard episodes, and she knows how much I love it, right? And she sat down and watched this episode with me, and she was right into it. Like, she couldn't believe how much she enjoyed it. And this is just watching this episode, nothing else. So that's it. That's a lot for the episode.
I think this episode would have been really good as a standalone. My frustration is that the last episode in this just felt like we were repeating a little bit too much.
I don't know, man. I don't look too. Maybe I'm one of those guys that doesn't really look into it too much. I just take it for what it is and just go with it. Yeah. Otherwise, I become.
Well, I mean, I'm giving them both like B scores. I'm not giving them like C's even. I mean,
well, that's a pretty good score. Realistically, to give an A is a big deal, man. And this wasn't an A.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I think this series, like the first couple episodes were low B, maybe high C. Then it got into like some really solid maybe A's, and then these last 2 episodes have been like.
You know what it probably is? They're probably getting into the finale sort of thing and just
like
explode. Just before you get that climax, just
you got to put pieces on the board, Dawson. You got to put the pieces on the board, man.
Well, it's kind of like carving into a roast. You're going to go through the fat, then you get the meat of it, and then down at the bottom you're going to get all the juices and fat and bone. 100%. So. Yeah.
Did you just touch on? Because I was having a shower and I was listening to you in the shower, but I was in and out. So what happened was, did you talk about their relationship? As in, was it off? Did you find it off? Did you find it normal? Because at the end of this, they hinted that she might not be what she seems to be, just the way that they portrayed her.
No, we didn't touch on that.
I definitely. I earlier made the comment that I think she was kind of implying she cheated on him with the changeling just to fuck with him, because I think that
not that part. Like at the end when she goes, "Let's open the red door."
Yeah, well, the only
not quite to the red door comments.
The only thing that I made.
We haven't got to the red door yet.
Yeah, Jake and the Fat Man. So
yeah, when they're only about.
I know what GMT is actually trying to say there, where she says that she forgot the most important rule for a counselor is to not try and skip to the end of pain and
healing.
Yep.
That's what she's doing again with Jack at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
got it.
No, I mean, I think Riker and Deanna have always had sort of an interesting relationship where, I don't know how much I want to go into this, but Riker is sort of that alpha male playboy.
All right, I've got to have a bio break. I'll be back in a moment.
I mean, if we take modern world, right, and we look at what women want in a man, right? Women.
Well, Riker's a man's man, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. It's like if you look at what women like, right? They like tall dudes.
Yep.
Pretty, and he's like what 6'3".
I'm fucked. Yes, I'm fucked in that aspect.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
They like successful people. Well, I mean, he's one getting into the Starfleet.
I was gonna say that I'm fucked too.
He's a freaking. He got
if Crusher was not Crusher, Troy would know. Well, that's true.
Well, no, if he was truly successful, he would have been an admiral.
Yeah, like he's never been successful. He never took over his own captaincy.
You're basically saying, hey, was he the CEO of a Fortune 10 company? No, but I mean,
he's always been that sort of like right there, but never been.
He never stepped forward. He never stepped out of Picard's line.
That
was somebody non-successful because
Chris. There's 1,000 people on the freaking Enterprise. He's number 2.
Yeah,
that
is
to a big deal.
He's number 2 on the most powerful ship. It's the Federation flagship, and he never got his own command really. In a Galaxy class, he got a lower class starship,
and he got offered.
He never got made to being an admiral.
Offered captaincy,
bro. You're saying this guy in today's world only made like $3 million a year, never got to being a trillionaire.
No, but you said that women like guys who are highly successful. He is not highly successful. He is successful. He's
no. He is in the top 0.1% of all men in the Federation.
Wrap it up. We got to carry on with this fucking episode.
This can go on for hours, right?
This can go on forever.
Like this is an obscenely successful guy. Like you're like, hey, you're not Bill Gates. Well, okay.
No.
But I'm tall and good looking, and Bill Gates is
purely.
All right, I'll eject you two. Stop it.
You're gonna get fucking into the space of.
I'm just lost here.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Like, would you rather date Picard or Riker? Riker's taller, better looking, younger, got a full head of hair. Picard's slightly more successful. Okay.
And you got to look at the ages as well.
By any
you got to look at the age difference.
Well, I mean, Ken and I are Picard men because
I think Picard's better. Don't get me wrong, but
and so are you, deep down, because you're follically challenged.
You know what? I personally think the position that he's had as an officer was perfect for him.
I'm not a woman.
Yeah, Riker is that Mr. Solid, Mr. Reliable. He's there to back you.
Which every company needs, for example.
Yeah.
But Riker's the apex of success in a normal
No,
world.
he's not. He's not the apex of success. The apex of success is becoming that admiral. That is the apex in Starfleet.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He is the apex of the average male. He's there. He's dedicated. He supports his friends.
Chris, so you think you're just a pathetic piece of shit loser in today's world? Because I don't think you are.
No. Did I say that?
That's the equivalent for you and Riker?
I'm saying that I can relate to Riker because he's that solid, dependable kind
Riker's
of guy.
cannon was loose in the first few seasons.
Riker would be the guy today who made $10 million.
These guys are going to
anyway,
drink something.
we digress.
We digress.
As Hank said, you digress. Hey, look, these fungus, Captain Ken. I will in a minute.
And his boss owns. And then
can we continue now? All right.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Like, this is crazy.
The Changeling comes in and is about to torture Riker again, and we get a nice big stabby section with a big burst of blood, and it's Mr.
Again, I'm with you. I'm with you from
one personal space is a right. Don't fucking hug me.
That fucking killed me.
That's a great line.
They killed me.
I'm still the thing with you about why are people stabbing changelings when it doesn't kill them? It's sort of like...
Well, we come into that when Ratton's fucking slaughtering them, and then Worf is coming along and phasing each one of them.
Yeah, I know.
So
but
maybe he phasered them as they walked out. I don't know.
But I started questioning if they were changelings when that whole scene was going on. I'm like, are these just like non-changelings? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Or are these?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know because Riker and that when he first gets captured said, "How much goo of that shit did they put into you?"
Yeah,
because you're a big boy. So like, interesting. But anyway, and then immediately after this hug. Fucking Worf goes to fucking down and is like, oh, thank you so much for giving me those meditation exercises.
Thought of you every day. It's like the endless ocean. And
he's standing like shit on the wall like, is this a rescue mission or continuation of the fucking torture? Put me back.
Everybody's funny.
Brilliant. This was fucking brilliant.
But that is.
And then he said, "Oh, we've got a shuttle." Yeah, it was so Riker. It was so Worf. It was great because back on when they're on
I kind of missed that whole shuttle thing. What was the deal on that?
Oh yeah, because when he came on, he says, "Yeah, I've got a shuttle."
And I read that, and apparently I missed that whole thing.
Yeah, this thing's shuttle cloaked, and my brain went, "What the fuck did he
I missed like the story arc that led to
he's Starfleet intelligence
where did the cloak come from? What was the story?
No, but not only is he Starfleet intelligence, he was the former ambassador to Kronos. So
yeah, so he's probably got some perks. So he
just like made
a
ship.
Well, that or he, called in a favor or two.
Well, you've got to go back and sit there and go, is this Worf's own ship, his own shuttle, which he was going around him doing everything before he caught up with Raffi?
That too.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, there you go. True. I guess I never caught that was a cloaked shuttle. I was people talked about it later, and I was like,
because there's a whole thing about maybe they pulled the cloak out of the Titan and they put it into the shuttle.
Yeah, my brain immediately went there. It's like, did they put the cloak in the thing? And it's like, no, wait a minute.
That's a little bit of overkill. That's a really big cloaking thing for a little tiny shuttle.
Yeah.
The
whole fucking shuttle in a cloaking device.
There wouldn't be much room, although it is only about this big, the cloak.
Yeah, it's only about this big. Yeah.
So, but it was sort of like.
But anyway.
That's where I sort of like went, no, that's probably more Worf's own. Shuttle, which he had as being Klingon ambassador.
Yeah, when you
look at it and it's got wings. It's sort of like it's got wings out from being a sort of a small bird of prey.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going.
Does not look like.
Yeah, because when you see it in this thing where it flies by, it looked like an Odyssey class.
Yeah,
it had water cells to the side. It wasn't like a typical Starfleet shuttle. It actually looked like
a small. Sort of like, I reckon that's Worf's own personal.
Yeah, well, he is only a contractor. Although we get to things later because there's some things I noticed later, and I was like, "Oh, what? Okay."
Buffering like crazy. Keep an eye on it for us, hanging. Let us know.
Are we buffering?
Are we buffering?
I'm not seeing it on YouTube from my end.
I'm good on my
Good
end.
on
I
you?
just been, I
Good.
think
Oh,
it's
cool,
hanging.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, now all of a sudden it's buffering.
Oh shit!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It could just be the US.
No, we're good. It just did one little buffer.
Yeah, I'm good.
What's
here.
everyone drinking? Anyone having a drink today? Celebrating Easter and that?
Well, I'm
I'm having
we
wine.
talked about Jordy comes up here with hating Picard's Bordeaux. I've got a Bordeaux.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm drinking a Shiraz. I'm drinking a Shiraz.
I'm gonna go grab. You just keep talking, boys. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back. Since you guys are having a drink, I'll have a drink with you.
Cool.
Yeah, we gotta have a drink. So then we cut to this scene, and Geordie's daughter is like, "Well, I could do it in a year. My old man could do it in a month to crack the code to get into the access to the vessel." And
Stewart looks just great for his age. Like Jesus.
I went.
Yeah.
Have you seen him when he took the
direction on this scene?
But have you seen Patrick Stewart when he took the picture on the beach recently?
No, I don't. Stewart beach photos.
No, because he posted one, and the guy's ripped for his age. Holy shit!
Well, I mean, he's always been really ripped, man.
No, but I went in a slightly different direction with this because it was sort of like, oh, we need someone who's got a system that's comparable of being able to do 90 trillion cycles per second. I sort of like went straight. Well, Picard's got a cybernetic brain now.
Damn, his biceps are fucking cut as hell, dude. Jesus. Yeah.
So I was sort of like, yeah, but he still has a cybertronic brain, and it was sort of like
I'm talking about like actually in real life, like his biceps are shredded. Jesus.
He might have a cybertronic, but he hasn't got. I don't think he's got a full-on positronic brain like Data does.
Okay.
It's just his memories and stuff imported into a golem.
For anybody in the chat,
it's the exact same style golem, which is what Data's in now.
Anybody in the chat?
Not quite.
Patrick Stewart.
Because it was the last golem, which
biceps, Jesus,
which the Doctor had done up.
Damn. All right, where's that coming from?
Right? No idea.
You guys hearing static?
I am too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from?
Not me.
Not me, because I muted myself.
Not me.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's that coming from? Okay.
GMT?
No? Fucking aliens.
Goddamn Romulans.
Fucking Romulans. That's because I watched Balance of Terror last night.
I'm getting a little bit of a buffering on the YouTube stream.
Yeah, I just noticed this. It's like the
I think
internet.
it's overall pretty good.
What's going on? Am I getting a crackle?
Yeah, we're getting All right, I'm gonna.
We're all going to get it.
Okay, I thought it was my headphones. I go, what the fuck's wrong with my headphones?
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, no, still there.
Oh,
a little bit.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that I've got left of my Star Trek stuff, and this is I saw it off to get other stuff, but this is the.
All right, I'm gonna kill the other streams then. Fuck it.
Right. I just closed all my windows except this one, so just in case that was causing issues.
Still a little bit there.
Yeah, it's still.
Well, what happened? It started going to shit. Have you killed the stream? Have you? Or the stream still going?
No, I've just killed the Rumble and the Kick stream. Okay, now it's settled down. Okay.
Oh yeah, settled down.
Now it's gone. There we go.
Yep, I just killed the other streams. Might have been something going on.
I can't hear Ken.
it's
No,
back
hey.
again.
I've still got a little bit of it.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
all
that's
good now.
gone.
Yeah, it's all good for me. So
What was that?
I have no idea.
Shit. Got aliens in the fucking in the internet.
Yeah, they were just saying it's fucking Romulans.
Cheers, boys. I just poured myself a nice big glass, sip on it for the whole show.
Nice. Cheers. Did you show Crusher his new Android wiener?
It's again. I can't hear Ken at all. It's just me. I can't hear Ken at all.
It's
what? You
just
can't hear me?
I think.
All right, I'm gonna leave then because
that's you, because we can hear him fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Ken for a minute here.
All right. Oh. We'll drop Jim off because Jim's passed out.
Yep.
No, he's in maintenance mode.
He's in.
Oh, he's definitely in maintenance mode.
He is currently in a Borg maintenance program.
Yeah, regeneration cycle.
Regeneration program. Yes.
Yeah, regeneration cycle is in his alcove.
So two more. Is it 2 more episodes, or am I wrong?
2.
Yeah, 2 more.
go.
2 more.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 to go.
That's just, I think that's the same as Mandalorian as well. I think there's 2 more episodes of that too.
Tomorrow
Yeah,
morning
2 more.
is-
Mandalorian. Yeah. It
All right, I
does
can hear
suck.
Ken now, so that's good.
Yep, test 1 2. You can hear us. We're all good.
Yep. No buzzing stuff either.
No buzzing.
Nope.
No, the buzzing
No
No
was not
glitching on
when
YouTube.
Nope.
All right.
Everyone's.
Okay, cool. We're squared away. I've killed the other streams because no one's watching them anyway, so we'll just stick with YouTube's. Okay, so yeah, we get to the scene. We got to get to the positronic brains, and then we need to go to Data. And Geordie's like, "No, I don't want to do that. No, we could lose Data. We could lose Data." But before they come in, he points the rifle because all these people turn up, and he's like, "What did I do six years ago? Which you said was 2 drivers was one. It's pedestrian at best."
Did you put this writing in, or is this a subtitles part of the show?
Yeah, no, I added it in. So this is
yeah.
the subtitle, so I added it in.
We're due.
Nice.
Are you on the boat now, Dustin? Is it dry?
It's not very good.
It's a pedestrian, Dustin.
Pedestrian Bordeaux. That's
I
it.
tell you, it definitely needs to be drier.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's too fruity.
Yeah. But this was fucking funny. And then he's like, "Yep, that's Picard."
It's just funny that they're all just like that with the guns.
Yeah. Are you a fucking changeling?
Yeah, and then afterward, it's like
That was some Skynet
it's Geordie.
bullshit.
Yep, it's fine.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of like the scene in X-Men, when the original X-Men movie with Wolverine and Cyclops. He goes, "Are you really who you say you are? You're a dick." It's you.
Yeah, it was fucking good. So then they break down the wall and they're gonna get
But
integration
I like how
of.
was all no, we can't do it. Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, we're out of fucking options. We're gonna have to fucking do it. If he fucking dies, I'm not gonna be happy, but we don't really have a
I
choice.
saw a lot of like people like complaining that like they kept changing like what made up this positronic net, or like it kept deviating, where it's like, oh,
Really?
well, yeah. So like
I
everybody
didn't
always
get that. I thought it
So
made
from
perfect sense.
Yeah, me too.
well, so from the start they always said, of course, it was lore and data, duh. But then it was
No, it's Lord Data. It's Lord Data, split personalities. And then you had the memories of B4, Soon, and his daughter.
And lol. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No.
the thing was though, each
They were
time
memories.
the thing was each time they said it, they kind of deviated on those 3 last ones. They didn't always say all of them.
No,
No,
but the actual control side of things was always Data and Law.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying,
if you go back to the video of Sun when he's talking back on the Daystrom,
he's talking about it. Yeah,
he's there basically going how his whole thing is if he can incorporate the two sides of Data and Law. So he's got
that's not the issue. It's not the issue of discussion. It's just a lot of people kept noticing that sometimes they would include Data's daughter, sometimes they wouldn't. Sometimes they would include Stone, sometimes they wouldn't.
No, they were there the whole time.
It was all dependent on what they were actually talking about, whether it was memory side or control side.
No. Because again, every single time Laura and Data were brought up, sometimes they said all three of those names. Sometimes they said two of the three, and there's multiple scenarios where they deviate on the two. That was a complaint. All I'm saying, I don't have the citations, but I've noticed there was a lot of people who noticed it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Hey, Marshall. God damn, my father nerds, long live. I'm your father. You're a wizard. Harry, my precious, beam me up. Sorry again, I'm a dumbass.
Please, mate.
I did notice that sometimes Data's daughter was not included in the list.
Yeah, but I think that she's just that little tiny, because when they first said it, it was Data and Law, and then it was B4 and Dr. Sun as the memory, and then they added her in as another
as the memory.
Yeah, and then that's why they created a confusion.
Yeah.
Brought it up.
Because it was just sort of like bringing in that best other side.
Well, maybe those people just got confused really easily because it made perfect sense to me.
Yeah, because
both sides of the main brain were Law and Data, and the memories were Sun, B4, and Law.
And I like how they actually show
there were multiple times where they listed off and didn't include Lowell or didn't include Sun.
Well, 1 second, guys. I'm just going to say, Marshall, get some Star Trek in your life. Fuck off. That's it.
I like that.
Get some Star Trek. Get an injection of fucking Star Trek in you.
I like how
this is not me complaining about it. It's just I've read the complaint and I just thought I'd bring it up. The fact that they were not.
No, but I like how when you have the front on view of Data on the screen. You've got
with this turns.
The red on one side and the blue on the other. So you've got left and right side of the brain.
Yeah, well, they actually wrapped it up really neatly because it was kind of like Lore and Data are the operating systems partitioned in a computer, and then you had the memory files in the back.
Yeah.
So whatever operating system took over, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where basically Data surrendered to Law, going, You've got the
well, we're about to get into that. You're jumping ahead. We're about to get into Geordie's like, okay, here goes the battle. You know, Data, I hope you're still in there. I don't want to lose you. And then we get to the scene in Data Law's brain.
I like what he's doing,
yeah. Petition. Yeah, but the petition is between Data and Law, and then the wall breaks down because they've broken the petition, and then Data is pulling out his memory. So we get the Sherlock Holmes hat, we get the pipe, and he's talking about these memories, and then Law is like, "Oh, these are awesome! I'm going to take these from you, like trophies."
Yeah, but I really liked how when he took the pipe, he suddenly went, "It's elementary."
Yeah, exactly. Sticks it in and goes elementary because I'm the better. I'm the better.
Data right there.
I'm better than you. You're nothing.
Yeah,
it's elementary.
It was such a Data thing of that whole holding the pipe, but it's elementary, and my intellect is superior to yours, Geordie, and to everybody in the holodeck, and it was just sort of perfect.
Yeah,
that was so good.
That perfect beat.
Well, so maybe I'm missing it or something, but from what I got out of this was that Data lived the more complete life.
Yeah. No, but that was the whole point. Because
that was the whole point.
Well,
we haven't got into that yet because we're cutting back to the strike where they're talking about Picard's body.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the bit of the brain that they've taken out of Picard's body that had the Innan syndrome. Yep.
Yeah, the aromatic syndrome or whatever. Yeah.
Aromatic syndrome. They took it out of the part of the brain. I can't remember what she said.
What's the reason for that, you reckon?
Well, that we're about to find out because we've got theories.
You've got to go back that they're sitting there going that Jack's got the exact same thing, but he's got all these.
Exactly. So that's where the link is. They've both got the same syndrome, and that's where they're taking. So yeah, we're about to find out.
And they need to put that other side. It's sort of like two halves make the whole sort of thing, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Jack is, because they're like, we need more time for Data and Law to fucking fight between themselves. And Jack's like, oh, I can give you some more time. I'm going to walk onto the bridge with a thermal detonator.
Yes. That's the first thing I thought of, too, when I saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, we all did.
We did, yeah. I'm sure all of us did.
It's like, okay, you didn't blow the ship.
I like how the computer on the bridge goes, unknown object.
Yeah.
And like you say, blow him up. And Vatic is like, well, Jack goes, are you sure that's going to kill me? And it's like, oh, I'm not sure it's going to kill you, but it's definitely going to kill me. And it's like, you're the one that you want. So there you go. Touche. Okay.
Yeah.
How do we know they want him dead or alive? It doesn't matter, does it?
No, they want him alive.
They want him alive. He's the key.
Oh, yeah.
He's the key because you see the big bad skull thing is like, you're fucking expendable, Vatic. You're a nothing species. Yeah. I don't care about you. We need Jack. Jack is the key.
We need the boy. Give us the boy.
Yep.
And if they wanted him dead, they would have killed him so many times in the past. But
oh yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. When we're in the nebula, they would have just wasted the fucking ship.
Yep.
Yeah. They wouldn't have fucked around. I love this. That fucking Data has got a memory. Touch a And when he got
cool.
Happy times.
Yeah. But,
yeah, but it's not Tasha.
That were good old days, those ones.
Hold on,
she's like, fuck me.
But her hips.
No,
but she's got the hands on her hips. She didn't have that in the original series. They were down by her side. So, different clip. I know it sounds like a nitpick,
I think it's one of the promo photos of her on something because I remember seeing a photo of her with hands on hips and
because she never did that. She never did that.
No,
that is
she
true.
never did.
You're right, Tom. She never did that.
So it's like, okay, cool, but if you're gonna,
how cool would it have been if she was in that sexy when they were all under the influence of that thing? That she was in that sexy uniform, that sexy
outfit.
That was one hell of a uniform. But
yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that also is kind of a Janeway look. Janeway did the whole hands on the hips thing, and
he did. Yeah.
There's a lot of Janeway stuff, like Seven's kind of done as we go through here.
Yeah, but Data didn't deal with Janeway.
No, he shagged.
I know, but
he shagged
Tasha.
He shagged Tasha well and truly in the first season and a half.
Yeah.
Yep. Fully functional. Fully equipped.
I'm just saying, Janeway's coming. I think Janeway's going to be in the next 2 episodes, and I think that's.
No, she's not because she's stuck with Prodigy. They said that she's not going to be in it. Because she's stuck with Prodigy. They've talked about Janeway in past episodes, but she's not going to be in it.
So, hold on. She might be, because who would have thought we got Rolaren, right?
Well, that's it. We don't know.
She might have been there for a small cameo, man. I would have got her in for a day or something.
Rolaren again.
Yeah. But Rolaren was a member of the TNG crew.
No, I
expected Tuvok to be in this series.
even though he was a changeling.
I sort of did with 7 of 9 because 7 and Tuvok always had a relationship.
Yeah,
but we're getting there. But 7 had a very Janeway moment in this episode. I don't know.
No,
we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Like, who knows? Like, they're probably gonna mind fuck us beyond belief because they've done it a couple of times.
I wouldn't be surprised that they'll have Janeway probably in the background of something with Federation Day.
No, not even that. Just they're gonna mind fuck us beyond belief. We're all gonna be on the floor, screaming "Hallelujah, Jesus!" by the end.
I'm going to be a convulsing, dribbling mess on the floor from what people have said. From here, it's been ramped up this whole series so far, but they say that 9 and 10 is like this. It's fucking insane, and they land the ending really well. And
that's what I think.
That's why I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I don't know. It's going to be impossible for all of us to wait till this time for the next 2 weeks to not watch the episode and not watch anything on the internet about what's happening, to watch it live and react to it. I don't know if we can do it though.
Oh, he's gonna watch it live. He's not even gonna watch it.
Yeah, they're probably gonna nuke you again.
They're gonna nuke you, and they're not gonna be able to get.
No, we're not gonna show it. We're gonna show it. We'll watch it in the background, but we'll be our faces will be on there, and we'll be reacting live.
Yeah, we'll watch it on a
Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll share
it. Dude, I don't know if I can do that because
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
I know that's what I'm the same. I'm like, because when it comes to 5 o'clock on a Thursday, I'm like, I have to fucking watch it.
Honestly,
my whole world gets put away to the side. I'm like, nah, fuck you.
Is that for the last?
Yeah.
The last episode. Last episode. Is that the name of
the last two? The last two.
The last two.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's been my problem.
On Friday night after Lil and I watched this episode, we rang Ken, and we were discussing this, and where they go, "Yeah, no, it's not going to happen."
Because
it's not going to happen.
My problem is, when I know that I see that the episode's out. All right, fuck you, world. Lock the door. Get into my Montreal Canadian boxers and shitty T-shirt. Pour a scotch, and I'm like, fuck all of you. Humanity, go to hell.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep, exactly. Yep. I don't exist. I'm watching.
Yeah.
Can you remember the last time you've done that for Star Trek?
No, I can't.
No, I mean, I think it was back in Deep Space Nine when the episodes would come out, and I'd see the promo shot, and I'll be so fucking excited for the next fucking episode. I did it for Enterprise as well. I was like, yeah, cool, next episode.
I did it for Enterprise. I did it for Voyager.
Enterprise.
Yeah, I did it for Voyager as well.
I mean, Enterprise.
But since Enterprise, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Enterprise season 4 especially, when they, did those arcs with the clever retcons.
Oh, that's so good.
Just
I want to watch more.
I want to go watch them now. Fucking hell, talking about
it. Dude, Enterprise season 4 was really good.
No, it was.
Yeah, it's fucking nice.
I remember here in Toronto, so the main baseball stadium used to be called Skydome.
Good day.
They actually showed
2 wheels down.
The entire, last episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. 42,000 people turned out to watch it.
Wow.
In the stadium. They were just like, yes.
Have you guys heard about what's happening after the last episode airs in America? I think it's going to be in Vegas or whatever. But the Raw Rant guys, they've hired a full-on fucking cinema. They're going to have Terry Matalas and Todd Stachwick and a bunch of other fucking people. They're going to play the whole fucking lot, the whole fucking season, with those guys there as well. Yeah.
How long is that going to take, man, to play the whole season?
Like fucking 8 or 9 hours or whatever. But they're doing a whole thing, and plus it's only like $75 or something, and you get to be there with the whole fucking. Oh man.
That would be pretty.
That's why it sucks being in Australia, Ken.
Yeah, man. I'm like, holy fuck! I'm in the arse end of the fucking world. I would so
You're actually
be
further than I am. Holy fuck!
My God.
Hey, Swami.
That'd be so fucking good.
You really are in the arse end because you're right down the bottom.
You both of you are.
I'm in butt fuck no land. You're a little bit closer to Asia.
I'm a little bit closer.
No,
I'm actually
man.
very close to Asia. Asia, I'm very close.
Yeah. I'm in butt fuck
Congrats.
no land.
You get a happy ending. You will not get
That's a good thing.
American stars.
I'll never knock back a happy ending.
Yeah, but
Hell yeah. All right, let's get back to the episode.
Darwin lost all of its true culture when the pickle parrot bar disappeared.
Pickle parrot bar?
Right, back to the episode.
At the old
So
Darwin
we've got
Hotel.
Jack in here, and 7 and 9 with the discussion with Liam Shaw when she was like, you should have, well, he was like, you should have blown the fucking turbo left, blah blah blah. You need to take responsibility and you know, do your thing. And then when they all get pushed out into the wardroom or whatever,
The ready room.
and then she comes out, what are you doing? It's like, I'm taking responsibility.
Responsibility.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that was cool.
Oh,
She's like,
that look.
I had to put this picture up. I'm like, this is brilliant.
That look.
She looks so
I
much
mean,
like her dad, eh?
Yep.
Holy fuck, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That look is just pure baddie. Like, holy crap.
That's why I had to put this picture up. This is mustache twirling fucking villain fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
It is. It's just like, so what do you expect me to do? I expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
Yeah. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. No, this is fucking brilliant. Amanda Plummer, you've done us proud.
Yep.
And then we cut back to the battle, and this was such a integral part. Love you, Swami. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. You funny bastard. I'm joking to it. You know you want to.
Oh my god.
Oh, I need to push that out of my brain. Anyway, so we're going back to the poker game, which was such a huge thing with Data of hanging out with his friends playing poker on the holodeck, which was so cool. And we got some amazing cameos with like Stephen Hawkins and brilliant shit. And then there it is, fucking Spot. And the first bit when he steps. Like, he's a he now, because he said he, so it's gone from he to she to he.
Yeah.
When he steps on his foot like this and looks up at him, and then looks at his face, and then there's another shot where he's pretty much almost kissing.
Yeah, basically licking his
my God, this is...
Also,
yeah,
the best part
almost
here is
licking
that
his tail.
Spinner
Fuck.
hates cats with passion. And it's a known
Yeah, because
thing.
you see it in TNG with Spot and the interaction, but like Spot's like trying to get the fuck away from it. This cat was like full on affectionate.
But the actor himself genuinely hates cats.
I know. And this was just
also apparently a giant, massive, like arrogant cunt. But hey,
yeah. Well, they showed that in The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Well, The Big Bang Theory is obviously the most disgusting, awful show of all time. It's blackface for Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans. It's
no.
Oh, it absolutely is. Nobody involved in that show would ever watch Star Trek under any circumstance.
No, I fucking liked the show. It was mindless, fucking great fun.
Yeah, but all those people legitimately think all Star Trek and Star Wars fans are fucking faggots. They hate us.
Well, some of them are. Some of them are.
If they call me a fag, I'm okay. As long as they don't call me an idiot, then even better.
Yeah, exactly. Because Star Trek fans have fucking brains.
My point is, it was very much blackface for nerds. It was a bunch of people who are not involved, who enjoy any of the stuff they talked about, faking it to make money.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, then
don't get me wrong. I watched.
Yeah, exactly.
But I at the same time, I also definitely think it's kind of it's definitely weird watching it, knowing that everyone there thinks we're all idiots.
Yeah, we're not all idiots.
Well,
Some are, but not all.
Well, maybe we all are, but who knows?
I'm an idiot and fucking proud of it.
Yeah.
I was born an idiot. I can't help it.
No. So we get the final climax to the battle between Data and Law.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a battle, really, was it? It was more of a hug off.
Well, it was.
It got a little cheesy at the end, but at the same time, it was
Law took over. Law took over, and then the integration of Data's memories. This was all about. It was Data's fucking memories that made him the person that he was, and that's what turned Law into.
Basically, Apple won. The Apple OS took over.
No. It's both.
So, from the way I understood this from my friend who works in software engineering, it was basically the resolution of a recursive algorithm that, Lore saw everything as trophies, whereas Data viewed it as a part of the bigger picture, and then the operating system.
His memories is what made him Data.
Yeah, and then the operating system
as trophies
that had, a bigger picture will eventually incorporate it. Data. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly. So it's now Data Law. It is not Law. It is not Data. It is Data Law.
So,
yeah, it's basically
the operating system of Lore won the computational battle. And the reality was,
but it didn't.
All the data came.
No, it didn't. It was actually trapped.
No. Dustin is right. Dustin is right. The battle was won by Law, but he assimilated all of the memories that made Data, so it became Data Law.
So it's like in the real world, like good and evil. So Windows versus Apple. Good Windows, Apple obviously evil. They went into battle, and Apple won. But all the data was from a good guy.
No, come on, there's not a single thing from Windows which is good.
Yeah, like
not a good thing from fucking Mac OS.
Windows is not good, but Apple is the definition of evil.
Put it this way: we've got a combination of Linux, Windows, and Mac OS all in one.
Yep.
Okay.
We've got all the problems and all the good points of all of it point into one. And I did like it when Data said goodbye, brother, and then Law went goodbye, brother. I thought, that's fucking cool.
No, and again, the way my friend explained it to me was the only way this would work is if they actually, programmed it so Lore would get trapped in that recursive algorithm to blend in to the main OS. So it was already predetermined. Yep. And I was like,
and Data even said it. He said, I understood the fallacy in your method, which was taking my memories as trophies. Yeah. When my memories is what made me a human being almost, because he's pretty much a human.
Well,
that's what.
But I think the bigger picture, Lore was turned off. Lore was turned off for most of their existence, right? So Data had vastly more memories than Lore.
No, but Lore was active before Data.
But not that much longer.
Yeah, but he didn't have a vast. He didn't have a full life where Data did.
Have the vast integration. He wasn't integrated into Starfleet and had all of that.
No. Whereas this is very simple.
Lore
was
Lore never had friends.
No, that's right.
Lore came out before Data.
Have you seen most of his time?
Lore spent most of his time.
Yes.
Lore was turned off for decades.
That's right. He didn't have a full life. He was turned off.
But you've got to remember that in TNG, they actually do say that there was several decades between Sun having Law and then him creating Data.
Yeah, but Data was the best that he could create because Law was broken.
Yeah, but again, Laura was turned off multiple times. Like Laura's memory, Data lived a longer life in terms of active time by a lot.
No, well, you don't know that because you don't know how long Law was active before, because you don't get that true concept of time in that period. You're not completely wrong, Chris. But the fact that Law was isolated with Sun until he did break away there and go out. But that's what Sun went out, got him,
and did all these other weird and wonderful things.
At the same time, again, Laura was isolated with Sun. His memories were very limited too in that era too. I mean, again, he was the test subject. I mean, he was probably being turned on and off during for decades.
So, Law was more based off Khan.
Huh? I get it. The message, and here's what Data ultimately said was, I have more memories. My memories are going to dominate now that you've taken over because I am my memories, and I had more.
Wow. He said was, I've had everything.
No, he said was, nothing. My memories is what make me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing was, basically, Data was implying that I have more memories. I had a fuller life than you did.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, that's true.
He had a full life because he had more experience of the human condition.
No, but he didn't even imply it. He said it. He's like, I've had everything. You've had nothing.
Yes.
Like
you've had
verbatim.
Nothing. And even at the end, because he grabs each of the memories and he's hanging on to Spock.
Yeah.
I mean, Spot, and he's like, oh shit, this is something I never had.
Yeah.
And then he got pretty much assimilated.
But you've got to remember that
the point being was that like Laura did not have in terms of when they started compiling all the memories together in this database, Data dominated because Data had more memories.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We all agree on the same thing, that Data had all of the memories and pretty much.
Because you've got to look at what what Law said just before it. He said before the petition came down, he said, everything about me is about control, destruction, and domination,
superiority,
and that is what makes me superior to you. That is what he believes superiority was with Data with more experience.
But the reality was the end conversation was, hey, I have more memories than you by a factor of a lot. Yep. And that's what won. And that's what David said was, I have more memory because I was around longer than you. I have more memories.
Anyway, we got to the same result. We now have Data Law that kicks fucking ass.
I like this.
I love this. Greeting USS Titan. This is your friendly positronic pissed off security system.
That's the best part.
And then
apparently now Data doesn't just have contractions, he cusses.
Yeah.
Unwanted guests and monologuing protoplasm, aka Vatic. I'm announcing an immediate shift change. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. Unwanted guests and monologuing protoplasms.
And this just tells us that look, Laura's still there.
This is Data Law. This is not Data. This is not Law. This is Data Law, because Data would never say this. Law would never say this. This is the combination of
this existence.
Very good though. Greeting USS Titan. This is your friendly positronic piss-off security system back online. Unwanted guests and monologuing protoplasms. I'm announcing an immediate shift change.
Oh my god, that was
oh my god, this is so fucking good. It was so good.
Man.
And at this point, Vadic's like, fucking get him! Fucking go get him! So all of the changeling fucking goo-infested knobheads with all the phaser blasters fucking disappear. This pissed me off. This was
now
bullshit.
We get the worst scene in fucking Star Trek.
Yeah, fucking Raffi takes fucking a knife fight to a fucking gunfight. They're all armed with fucking phasers, and she's there wasting them with fucking couple of swords. Fuck off!
I fucking hated this scene so much.
It's like, done, I'm out.
My wife loved that scene.
And the thermal detonator. Oh yeah, she fucking loved acting that. And it's like, yeah, fuck off. That was ridiculous. Like they just fucking shit.
The other thing that just pisses me off. This has annoyed me about Star Trek for a long time, and this goes back to freaking DS9 and the women being able to fight men in hand-to-hand combat. It's just like.
I can get that. Like with Jadzia, she was Curzon Dax. She knows how to do that shit.
I don't care how much you know. At the end of the day, you're still a woman. Like you're not physically.
I'm sorry, Dustin.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, Chris and myself have trained martial arts for a long fucking time, and we could show you. I don't care how fucking big you are. We can fuck you up using the energy against you.
Yeah.
Believe me, it's not about power over force.
We are both heavily trained in the art of learning to fight like a girl.
I've played rugby against women.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
and if you ever had a female student like Chris and myself have, they are the most scariest and fucking lethal because they don't use force and they fuck you up.
Yeah,
you don't even expect.
I mean, I've played rugby against a woman, and they don't fucking care. They just they don't need force. They just
because they know they can't use force. They do all the tricky, nasty shit that we don't even think about because we're full of testosterone and want to use muscle. Yeah,
I've had a woman tackle me and flip me over and been like, "What the fuck was that?"
But she was probably also a piggy fighting a halfback, so it's not much of a challenge.
Oh, fuck off, Chris.
Yeah. No. Again,
I know why you said that because I played halfback, so fuck off.
That's it. I mean, in a fight, I would destroy you, Ken and Chris, no question. But
you know what? Honestly, like she just barreled her shoulder into me, and it wasn't with force; it was with such technique. No. I'm like, what?
It's technique.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I had that happen to me once too, and then I picked her up and I threw her on the ground like she was a bag of nothing because.
Dustin.
So basically,
Chris and myself, when we finally get to meet you, Dustin, we'll show you some shit that you can use all the muscle and force you want. And you're stronger than us, you'll overpower us, and we'll fuck you up.
Dustin met me last year. He also met Lil. Are you trying to say that Lil would not fuck you up? Because Lil was one of my students.
No. Lil would. I would destroy Lil in a fight without. Literally, it would be the most easiest thing I've ever done.
No, I'm sorry, Dustin, but you're completely out of your league.
To be fair, Chris, I would destroy you just as easily.
Oh shit! Get a lot of
I'm sorry. You're thinking of the way of muscle overpowers everything. Nope, it doesn't.
Honestly,
have you seen the first shows of UFC? The biggest, baddest guys got fucking owned.
You're implying I don't know how to fight, Ken. And then
obviously what you're saying, it definitely proves it.
No, you're implying I have not actually trained martial arts, which I have.
Have you trained martial arts?
Yes.
How long for? What did you do? How long did you do it for?
Yeah, what did you train and how long for?
So I did Taekwondo for about 10 years.
Can I just address Swami's comments? Yes, I got a little bit turned on. Thanks.
What are we getting turned on? I like getting turned on. Can I get turned on with you?
I mean, yeah. When he got
getting put on his ass by a chiller.
Oh, that is a turn on. That is a turn on. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a turn on.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Anyway, back to the episode.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
Yep, the thermal detonator turns out to be a fucking force field. And this was the second F-bomb in the whole show. And this one I didn't fucking mind.
This one was
You want to hear something funny?
I
was streaming this, right?
This was characteristic of her. Yeah.
And he kept on buffering on this scene when she said fucking, kept on buffering on that. And she said it a few times.
I'm fucking solid.
My wife was losing it. She was like, what the hell? Out of all the places, it starts buffering right here.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I have to say, though, that
solids.
I have to say it was the, probably the well-placed F-bomb, because it's just like, oh.
It was perfect. It was her character.
She knew she was done. At that point, she knew she was done.
She knew she was done. It was like, fuck. Yeah. Fucking solids. After all the shit I've gone through.
Yeah.
Fucking solids. And then she turns into a solid.
Yep.
It does. It breaks away.
Yep. And kaboom.
Which left every Star Trek fan going, I don't know what that means, because changelings can turn into fucking space flying shit and gas. So
yes, but she was one of 10 that were experimented on and injected, and her blood was like our blood.
So maybe that means something. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But she could come back, or she couldn't. It's such a weird thing, because again,
maybe they want us to keep guessing.
And then GMT is right, man. Maybe they want us to, but the reality is, if they thought that meant he was dead, not a single Star Trek fan believes she's dead.
Nah.
Most of them are like, well, I think that's what you intended us to think.
Well, the whole thing is,
and that's annoying.
There's something coming up that they're intending us to think as well. So when we get to discuss that too.
All that it's going to take is them to get one piece, and she can reanimate from that piece.
Well, no, I mean, if you're thinking about the original, like the S9, like after that, she may have just like turned into gas.
They can survive in space, and a lot of people said that. Wait a minute, they can survive in space.
But she's got more human DNA, basically.
Exactly. She's got more human DNA. They've got organs like humans. They've got blood like humans. So if she didn't shapeshift into something else, she immediately would have turned into fucking frozen iceberg. Like she fucking.
Well, no, actually, that's not actually how even a human would actually. We wouldn't freeze that fast. Like this whole thing was.
Oh, you want to bet? You want to fucking bet?
I actually did a Google after the episode, and there was a scientist talking about it. It was like, nah, that's too fast.
Yeah, it would have been too fast, but our lungs would have been
too fast, but you definitely have to be. Then gets sucked out through every orifice of your being. It's like the bends times a billion, and then you slowly freeze into a solid fucking block because it is almost negative.
Again, I don't know. I mean, again, this is the whole thing. Is like this is a changeling. They can fly in space.
But she's
not a normal changeling.
A changeling.
But we've not had any of this explained to us. We're just speculating. All I know is she'll just morph into a fucking.
Yeah, but
we actually kind of had, because
she's got more human DNA in her, which is why she's able
to. Because they were trying to turn the changelings into super weapons for the Federation.
That's correct.
Right.
I get all of that. I'm just saying we don't know.
We do, though.
No, we don't. We know she's different. We don't know what the limits are of differences.
No, we don't know the limits.
Well, that is true. We don't know the limits of her difference. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why.
I think this shows us. This shows us she got frozen and fucked
maybe up. It does, or maybe she just like she can't change quickly, but like she's gonna move towards a star and then she'll form up gaseous again and she'll back.
But
I don't know.
Well, nah. See, you only need one piece because the physics of her being frozen and slammed into a solid object her pieces are flying through space forever.
But you've got.
I mean, again, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, this is one of those weird moments where you're like, are these just bad Star Trek writers who don't know what the fuck they're doing or not?
I disagree with that. They are great Star Trek fucking writers.
I mean, this basically, it makes it that they can sit there and go, they can find one piece of her at some stage with a ship going through, they detect it, they stop, they pick it up, and they can reanimate it, and they could recreate it because she's ooze, she could just reanimate and regrow and everything. It would take time.
Yeah.
There's still 9 of them. There's still 9 of them.
Well, no, they'd be all on the ship. That's what I reckon the other ones who could.
No, I don't think so. I think they're all spread out through the Federation. You'd have to spread them all out through the Federation to be able to overtake.
Although probably one of them was the one that was pretending to be Tuvok.
Yeah, you would have a bunch of them. You'd have a bunch of them spread out through the Federation to take control of them. You wouldn't have them all on the one ship. That's stupid.
There were 2.
But she was also changing other changelings.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, that's what Riker said. How much of that goose shit did you get put into you for being a big fucker?
Yeah, so, and I will say with this episode,
but again, as I pointed out, as much as you guys disagreed with me, I hated the fact that we spent so much time on Riker and Troy because I would have rather heard more about the physiology of these changelings. But again,
but it was
at least we can say with the writers on this season of Star Trek, all these questions that we have, they answer them.
They're not going to answer if these shards can reform. They're not going to do that.
Well, probably not that. But all the big questions that we have, they've all been fucking answered.
I hope they do. Like, this is the kind of stuff where, as a Star Trek fan, we've all been. And I wouldn't before we got on here. I did a little Reddit, review, and this was like. Everybody was like, "The changelings can be."
Oh yeah, people have been talking about this, but
so now this, that, the other? And it's one of those things where we're all just like, I don't know, and it's frustrating because it is what it is.
But it's also cool because we get to think. Each person gets to think about what that actually means.
Yep.
And we get to talk about it. We're sitting here arguing about it. Well, discussing it, I should say, not arguing about it, but discussing it. We've all got a different interpretation of what
it was that high impact, explosive sort of thing, end of a character.
Yeah.
In the season.
Well, that's got to get rid of that because the big bad is what we're going to be coming into.
It was sort of like taking her from being at her most dangerous, her most powerful, her most devastating, and then going, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, when did we start this whole you can open a chamber and exhaust everybody on the bridge?
That has been around forever because the Enterprise.
Yep, that's been around since TOS.
The front was also the escape from the bridge.
Yep.
Well, not the D. I think one of the early NES or original series, I think, did that in the ocean or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. TOS.
Yeah.
I don't think, but anyway, it still seems like one of those things.
It's always been the escape hatch for the because in one part, I think the Constellation series, that little dome up in the top of the roof was an escape hatch.
That takes out. That takes off like an escape vessel.
Yeah.
Seems like a flaw.
Anyway, we get back to where the whole Shaw now can take over his fucking
7 of 9 lets him out and goes.
Perfectly
Captain, I give you back your bridge.
I give you back your bridge. He sits in the chair and then gives fucking 7. Okay, it's up to you. Waste their fucking ass. Fire. Give them everything they fucking got.
Yep.
Fires a whole pile of fucking.
I give you the honor.
I give you the honor. Yep. Fucking waste their ass. Fire!
I can't believe how good she still looks. Fuck me dead, man.
I know, right? Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah.
Let me just say, there was one scene that really irritated me this episode, and that was, after Rafi had the whole knife fight with all the changelings and everything, and then they run into Worf.
Great conversation with somebody.
And then run into Worf, Riker and Troy, and all she has to say is, "It's me." And Worf's like, "Okay." It's like, how the fuck do you know she's not a changeling?
That's one of the shit.
Yeah, good point.
Like, how do you know? Like, she could be a fucking changeling, and then it's like, what? Like, did you guys forget everything all of a sudden and just go, "Oh well, I'm glad to see her. Oh well, she's great." No, she could be a.
And not only that, after all this stupid sword fight with a fucking gun battle.
Oh, like how Worf goes, you're still leading with
Worf has to go in and fucking shoot them all, and then you're still fucking pulling your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like you're still leading with your shoulder. You got to do it from the rear.
Didn't she have any guns? Why'd she have the knives? No,
it makes no sense. Why the fuck do you go into a gun battle with fucking 2 knives? You just got wasted, you stupid bitch.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill him. That's a bad thing.
I enjoyed. I enjoyed the scene.
John Doe scenes I've seen on.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
No, I enjoyed the scene.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but it just made no sense. Yeah,
it didn't make much sense. And then afterward, when Riker's like, are you okay to Worf? And then he goes, "You're scary." Like, that was funny. Why didn't they ask her a pertinent question to test her? I don't understand.
It's like,
you're on a ship of
what's your favorite drug to be addicted to?
What fucking ship are you on? You're on a changeling ship. You could be a changeling. Oh, thank God it's you. Okay, no problem. Great, cool. It's me. I thought that was a bit fucking just brushed by the side. Yeah, that was dodgy at best. And really, really lazy. And that is my number one big, niggle with this episode. Otherwise, I was relatively happy. Yeah.
And this scene between these two was fucking brilliant. It was so good.
I mean,
you used a contraction.
I mean, if teenage you wasn't happy about this scene, then
I don't know who you
are. Yeah, exactly. You're not a Star Trek fan. You're just dead.
This was so fucking good.
Because that scene took me back to Generations when they put the emotion chip into Data.
Not even that. It was
shit.
Yeah.
I was before that. It was just the friendship between Data and.
But it's that whole thing about how he goes, I now have humor.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because he pulled the joke. That's right, he pulled the joke. Yeah.
I can use contractions. I also have humor.
Yeah.
I also have a sense of humor.
But what really killed me about that scene was when he was like, "How do you feel?" and just said, "I feel." It was like,
I feel. Ooh. Yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. I don't feel happy. I don't feel good. I feel.
That was just less is more. It's that.
Yeah, it's like I feel. It's like, oh shit, this he's become what he always wanted to be. I feel.
Yeah, and then
that was powerful.
That's what I said about that emotion chip. That emotion chip which they put into him in Generations was him trying to get to this state.
Yeah, and now he's there.
And now he's at that state.
Yeah. I guess Romulans abducted Dustin, or what the hell happened?
Yeah, I think so. I think that Bordeaux took him over. It was a bit too dry, eh?
I sent Lil a message. I think she went and killed him.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
We better keep going, or else we're going to all drop off in a minute. Fuck me, everyone's dropping off here. What's going on?
It's like, yeah.
Well, we're at the 2 hour point where normally we get to the episode, so yeah. And now we get the TNG music in the background. They're all fucking there together.
I loved it.
So fucking good. Oh, this is brilliant. This is fucking brilliant. You know, they're all there.
It just put the biggest smile on my face.
Did you notice how they're sitting in the exact same seats as what they used to in TNG?
Yeah, exactly. They're all sitting in the same fucking position. They're all together. They're all and Beverly and Deanna were fucking talking about how they were all communicating over the blah blah blah. And then you get this line, which just great.
Oh my god!
I fucking love this. And these deadpan fucking war.
But I was advised that was
countless enemies over the years. Considered sending their heads to all of you, but I was advised that was passive aggressive. I just wish you'd done it, and they'd fucking just cut to the scene of them getting a package of some slaughtered fucking enemy.
No, that is their new scene. That is their new scene for Lower Decks.
Oh fuck! It has to be done, man. Just imagine them getting a mysterious package with no fucking sender's address. Just a fucking head.
Honestly, I've said this for a while. Michael Dorn should be on Lower Decks, just because.
Oh, so much. Oh, so fucking good.
I mean,
Wolf is a cat.
But one thing that I was going to say earlier, what actually beat Law was Spot, because he had to bow down to his.
Oh yeah, that was it.
It's Vigilant Overlord.
Yeah, no, Vigilant Overlord. It's Gizmo.
Yep.
This scene was great. It just 12 to 13-year-old me was like, whoo.
Yeah, this was just so fucking good.
But I liked how Data, they even address the fact that, Picard and Data go, I'm sorry about, did we do something wrong about bringing you back, and, you wanted to experience death, and he goes, experience death? That version of me is resting peacefully. This version of me
is now.
Yeah, I'd rather be in no other place. And then when he crinks his neck and he goes, "Oh,
that's new."
Like,
oh, that's new. Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So good. My food was supposed to be at 10 minutes ago. What'd you get? So yeah, this was brilliant. I need to watch this multiple times. I can't wait till we watch the whole fucking thing, start to finish.
When we do it, the unedited cut from 1 to 10, just oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. You up for that, Mr. GMT?
What's that?
We're gonna watch the whole fucking episode, season 3 from start to finish. I'm gonna cut the whole thing, so there's no.
There's no intro or outro.
Yeah.
Yep, it's going to be one fucking show.
Yeah, I'm 100% in. I'm 100% in.
We just need to find a time that we can all do it, and we're just going to kick back, have heaps of drinks, heaps of fucking food, and we'll just kick back and just fucking sit back and enjoy the whole fucking
thing.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yep.
I'm in. I absolutely love this. I've got to watch it all back to back like that. I have to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. After it's all done, we're just going to sit back and watch the whole fucking thing, and just
We're talking about this season alone, right?
Yeah, just
this whole season. Yeah. Season 3. It's the only one that fucking exists in modern Star Trek.
That's what I was going to say. If I was going to go through the other seasons, I'm not interested.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds is good. I'm not dissing on that. Lodex is fun, but I'm saying pure Star Trek. It's this.
Yeah. I mean,
yes.
I think Strange New Worlds will find its feet eventually, but.
Well, I've got the episodes there ready to go, so I'm up to episode 5 now. So I'm just gonna watch them all back to back and.
I mean, for us, like Picard season 3 is the best.
Well, put it this way: if Stranger Worlds was as good as this, I would have watched it all by now. That says it alone, right? With this, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like Strange New Worlds is up, down,
Yeah.
but that's kind of typical.
But it's the best of modern Star Trek. Other than this is the anomaly. This
has got a lot of.
Strange New Worlds was really good to watch on the flight over to the US because it was the perfect length.
Yes, it would have been.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
It's got a lot of nostalgia. Remember that, guys. For us, it's got a lot of nostalgia. Yeah,
it does.
This is what draws us into it as well.
This is the continuation of the TNG.
Exactly. Yes. They mention a lot of things in the that happened in the past, and we can relate, and we remember those times. So we gravitate to this a lot more than we would.
Oh, there you're talking, Dustin.
Series.
This is clickbait. Oh, but it's fucking the best clickbait. I'm fucking clicking. I'm fucking clicking.
But yeah.
All right, so we'll wrap this up. So we get to Deanna, and he's trying to help Jack. We're going to go to the door. So they're both there. And a lot of people have said, this is Jack. No, this is not Jack. This is Deanna opening the door.
Yes.
Yeah,
this is Deanna.
Look at the nails.
Yeah, the nails. Yeah, that's Deanna.
Yep.
But can I ask you a question?
Because he says that he cannot open the door, and she goes, "I'll come and."
He can't do it. Yeah, he can't do it. And she said, "Are we there with you?"
Yep.
Which I find this is very out of character for her. What's going on right now? I don't know why. I just don't find it.
This is her. This is her being a counselor. She's done this many times.
Yeah, but again, she's sort of rushing it again.
Yes, it's like something is.
That's where I said she's
but
doing the same sort of mistake as what she did with Riker, trying to take all of his pain.
Yeah, now but this is different. This is different.
This is different because she immediately, as soon as she got onto the fucking Titan, there's a dark energy here. It's surrounded Jack.
And they all know
normally as a counselor, I would wait for you to come to me.
No, because.
No, this is serious.
Look, that's not an issue. It's just the way she rushed it, the way that she was.
No, she has to rush it because it's actually the entire fate of the Federation.
Oh,
they all know that.
Yes, in our eyes she has to. But what about if she's a changeling and she's trying to push him to get to that door?
No, because if she was a changeling, she wouldn't have the intuition.
Well, Jim and myself have both seen.
Yeah.
That we could even show it now. We could watch the little teaser for next episode. After this scene, she walks away. I can't do this.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that in the trailer for it.
Yeah. So the next episode.
Okay, see, I didn't know this. So I didn't know that.
And
it's like they're in this, they're doing this. You don't see what happens with the door.
No, but
then she walks away. And she walks out of the room. It's like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that she's sort of rushing. She's leaping ahead.
No, but
she hasn't sort of looked.
She has to.
Yeah,
I thought she was a changeling and she was pushing him to actually open the door.
It's that whole thing that she hasn't done like the normal counselor thing, which you would normally do, or try and understand what's going on to then try and lead through.
Yes, she just went straight to the end.
She already knows. She already knows that there's this dark energy throwing.
But she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what it actually holds. What is that?
It is.
She's just going bang straight there. That's why I thought she would have been maybe a changeling or something, pushing him to quickly get there.
That's where, like, what I'm saying is that she's just made that little leap again. She's taken a few steps out, and that's why I reckon when it leads into the next episode where she goes, "Whoa, I'm pulling back."
I didn't know. The thing is, for me, going in blindfold, I didn't know.
Suddenly, she's got that little bit more information, and now it's suddenly, oh shit, I've leapt into something here. She's trying to do the counselor, but that's why she says, normally as a counselor, I'd wait for you to come to me, but these are special times.
Yeah, well, that's right. And these these circumstances, we have to skip.
So it's sort of like, okay, we've got to force this, and now it's sort of like,
because normally she would be like, "How are you dealing with your father? You just met your father, blah blah blah.
How are you feeling about all these things which are happening to you?
Like everyone's dying because of you, blah blah blah, and he's emotionally fucked up because of that. The door and the things that's happening to him is the overarching thing that they really have to address. They don't have time to fuck around with all the how you're dealing with your father.
That's where I'm saying, as a counselor, she sort of skipped that, and it's sort of like. That's where she hasn't got all the information.
But she has to.
True.
But I'm agreeing with you. But
time is of the essence.
When you're saying that in the preview, she's then going, "Nah, fuck it, I'm out of here." It's sort of like that's her suddenly going, "Whoa, shit!" There's more to this.
I've jumped in way too fucking
Yeah.
And she's sort of like going, "Oh, fuck it," she's also a little bit sensitive to the fact that what she did to Riker, could she be doing to him? And it's sort of like, well, pull back, whoa, let's...
Yep. So the next two episodes are directed by Terry Matalas, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I think they're written by him as well.
They are, yeah.
I'm like, damn.
So that's
he's directed, written in the last two episodes.
She's rushing, which is not what a normal counselor would do, but...
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed. Like, she normally wouldn't do this, but...
It's bringing the story along,
dictates.
but it's bringing it to that point, but it's also then going to be hitting that wall of, oh, geez, an impact point.
Yeah.
And I have to agree with Dustin, there was no need for this to be dropped at the cliffhangers. Like, we could have just had it like here, and then at the next episode start doing this shit. But to drop it right here when she's just about to open the fucking door is like, fuck, we want to know what's behind the fucking door.
But that's what I think. That you don't want to end it on the previous thing wasn't a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
we don't need a cliffhanger. This is awesome. It's like, what do we do now? We've got the big bad is
the final.
We're in the final hours of coming up to Federation Day. What are we going to do now? I thought this was.
But you're following along a 3-act play.
Yeah, and I would have to say this is.
They've just finished the second act. Which is where
we're into the finale. Yep, we're into it.
Yeah,
and you've always got that cliffhanger at the end of the second act.
I agree with Chris, and also, could you imagine if they just dropped
Cheers, Mark.
Okay, Mark.
Best of both worlds when they were at the table? Oh fuck! What are we gonna do now? It wouldn't be the same episode.
Yeah.
Like, true. Best of both worlds. True. I mean, that cliffhanger, you had to wait 6
months. That cliffhanger was, oh my god. That was,
yeah. Or even, when Worf left the Enterprise in season 4, or season 3, the last episode, to fight in the Klingon Civil War. You were like, what's going to happen? And then...
Yeah. But I'm with you, best of both worlds. The end of that when he's Locutus, I'm like,
yeah,
holy fuck.
I mean, could you imagine?
You're never going to beat that. You're never going to beat that.
I mean, could you imagine if they left it off where they're in the ready room? What are we going to do now? Toward the end, we're going to engage the Borg, and then that was it. It wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
No, true. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of cliffhangers because right at the moment when you're watching it, when you see the end of it, you're like, fuck, I want to know what's happening. Yeah, but that makes you want to talk about it and want the next episode.
It's that whole play sort of beat and timing.
I'm with you.
The end of the second act, you're in the deepest, darkest hole and everything is shit.
That doesn't sound good. I've been in the deepest, darkest hole before.
Well, cheers, boys. I'm just glad that we can all fucking talk about this great fucking season of Star Trek. That's all.
Yeah, man. It's been epic, epic.
Cheers.
Definitely.
They're fucking awesome. We've only got 2 episodes, which is bittersweet. It's fucking bitter fucking sweet because we've only got 2 to go. But I do have some good news. I was up till 3:30 in the morning looking at Bandai, the original.
Yeah. What?
You know about the Bandai models?
Yeah.
No, me never. Yeah. You know about the Bandai model? So back in 2001, 2003, Bandai, which is the Japanese company that does the snap together kits.
Yep.
They bought out a 1701 refit and a 1701A Enterprise E, the original to fight. And I'm like, I've been looking at them. I so want them. I so fucking want them. They're like 500.
Where are you gonna put them, but man? Fuck, you need room for that shit.
I'm putting them up here because they light up. They come with lighting.
You know what's funny? You're gonna start removing all your scotches and shit and drinks and all that. It's gonna start end up being ships, boats, fucking all sorts of shit.
I've got so much shit I need to put up here, man. I'm gonna be like you.
Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what mate. That's the deep dark hole that I'm talking about. That's a fucking deep dark hole you're going down.
Mr. GMT, I have every single Eagle Moss starship.
I know you told me this. You told me this.
One. That's what I mean. I can fill this whole fucking room with those fuckers.
GMT, it won't be dark because he's putting lighting kits in all of his Legos.
Yeah, all my shit's gonna be lit up.
It's gonna be far from dark.
It's like this room. Look at this, man. This is. Mate, this is like insane. There's lights everywhere. It's just fucking nuts.
Yep.
I'd love to see
I've got all that shit, all my Lego shit, all the fucking Star Trek shit, fucking.
You can see it now. I can show you. I've got different camera angles.
I know. I've seen it many a time, and I froth all over it every time I see it.
Yeah. I'd love to see a lighting kit inside the DB5.
Oh.
You know, so that way.
Oh yes, there is a lighting kit for that. There is a lighting kit for that.
Is there? Really?
I do have some blue bricks from Blue Bricks in Germany. I have just ordered the Bird of Prey and the Deckleth. So I have that.
You're going down a deep dark hole.
I thought you were gonna say you ordered the mini, and I was like, oh.
It's out of stock because I was trying to order at the same time. It's out of fucking stock. I've got it. Crap. Yeah, I was like, I'm getting that fucking mini. I'm getting the Bird of Prey. That was the first thing. Is I was like, fuck, out of stock. Oh no.
Do you know what the best thing about me watching this last episode was? I just got yesterday. I put together. I got a new soundbar, and you got a new 65-inch TV. And I watched the last episode on that. The last episode just came out with my missus.
You finally got did you get a Samsung? Because I
got the Samsung.
You got one. Nice.
Do you want to hear something funny? I walked in there and I told the guy the story of what happened. All right, and he turns around and goes, "I'm going to do one thing for you because I really feel bad for you. You know what happened to you." He goes, "I'll put it on my staff discount so you get it even cheaper again." And he put it on the staff discount, and he goes, "Anything else you want while I'm, you got on the staff discount?" He goes,
soundbar?
So I got a soundbar as well. So it's everything just works with one remote. Everything's beautiful, just perfect.
Well, especially since the new soundbars have all got Dolby Atmos set up for processing.
Yep.
That's even better. Like, holy shit.
It's got its own sub. It's got the soundbar's got. It's just unbelievable.
Those three-piece kits for soundbars now have got better sound than my 9.2.
Oh really? Fuck. Yeah. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. The one that I've got now is pretty good.
Yeah, I've got a THX 7.1 on my computer, and the Quokka booms when they come through. I've got what?
Well, the thing is, I had a Bose right prior to this, but the Bose won't work good with this TV. So I've had it for about 15 years. I've had it for. It's been fucking unbelievable.
That's where because it would have been an old Dolby.
Yes.
Bose system. Whereas if you get you get the new micro system for Dolby, which is a soundbar and the two surround cubes, which are done by Bluetooth. they are Dolby Atmos.
Yeah. I was gonna get the one that you said.
Sound that comes out of them.
My missus goes, I don't want any other shit behind me. She goes, I've had enough of that shit. She goes, get the one under it. So we ended up getting the one with just the sub and it's got I think it's 9-point speakers or some shit. I don't know. It's just
but the whole thing is that sound bar you can still get the Bluetooth speakers from Samsung and integrate into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can add to it. Yeah. All those sound bars, the good sound bars, you can add to them. You can add you can add the rear
this sound bar was like 900. Just for the sound bar was like $900. So I ended up getting on his star for $447. Yeah, that's how much they save, man. Yeah, it was insane. Do you know? So
wow. Yeah, because I've got the THX for my computer, and it's 4 speakers, a center speaker, and then the subwoofer. And just
cheers, Anonymous. that's the triple.
Yeah, when the quokka booms come through this damn thing, it's just like
unreal. Fuck, with this sub and that, the way that it is, it's like fuck, the whole place rumbles, man.
So at the beginning of Picard season 3, when you get that bit where the ship comes through and you get the Delta come up, when you get that, I fucking love that. I love that when I surround.
So I actually had to turn it down because I was like, oh fuck, the neighbors. Oh god. Like, because
I love that bit though at the beginning though when that ship comes, and it's on different. Like if you want Love and Dex, it's the Cheerios, and if it's Picard, it's the Titan, and each series. I do like that. I do like that.
I like the ship that comes through. Donald had to turn it down because his cat freaked out and the goldfish tried to jump out of the
You're talking about the speakers, the Bluetooth speakers, right? They need power to run, yeah. They obviously because they're Bluetooth, so they need power to run.
Yeah. So
is that each speaker, or is that just for both speakers? One power point for both speakers, or each power?
No, each one has a power adapter.
So that's what's going to be. That was another issue for me. That's why.
Yeah, because like my system's all wired, and
same here.
The last time that I played it at full tilt, I had my neighbor come over because I was watching.
You're watching one of the Quokka compilations.
Yeah, compilations.
One of the Quokka compilations.
Yeah, and then he knocked on the door and he was like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just watching a cheap B Australian sci-fi movie, Attack of the Killer Quokkas. It's all fine, thanks." He's like, "Okay." The whole place was just like, and I'm like, which is why, like,
you can imagine, Donald, how bad it is for me when it actually happens live.
No, I know, because I've got a 24-inch THX subwoofer right under my desk.
My subwoofer's like right here.
Yeah,
well, I know it is because I've heard it go off.
Yeah, so mine is under my desk, and honestly,
it vibrates the fucking table.
Yeah, well, my whole desk goes up, and then I'm like, thank God I haven't shit myself yet, because I can feel the sound waves going up my rectum.
When I say my heart fucking jumps and I almost have a mild heart attack, it is fucking true, because that shit.
That's why I always said you might need to step and laugh.
Oh my God, it's so fucking good.
Especially when you put the delay in for the notification to come up, because when you had it originally, it was the notification came up and then the boom was happening.
Yeah, sometimes I'd get the preemptive as I was reading it, it would pop up, and now I get the delay. Just goes boom.
You get the boom first. You just shit yourself all the time.
I mean, last night I was sniffing the whiskey and I fucking threw it all.
No, I saw that. Yeah. Right now,
a number of times that I've nearly got you with you sniffing and nearly throwing it in your face.
No, you got me once. You got me once, Chris, because I forgot to turn the goddamn controller off.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and all of a sudden, boom, and I'm like, I have whiskey coming out of my nose.
That was the night that it was my nephew's 18th birthday.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And we came back from my nephew's 18th birthday. It was like 2 a.m. over here,
Yeah.
So you guys weren't expecting me to come back in.
No. I forgot that the damn controller was on. I snorted whiskey out of my nose. My cat took off. Nice. My goldfish went crazy. It was just like, oh
god! And all that was by accident. All that was by accident. When I set up that alert, it scared the living fuck out of me. I thought, wait a minute, no, this is fucking fun. Let's keep going.
Yeah. So now, every time
I think when I get to 90 years old, I won't have a problem with it surviving a heart attack because I've been through so many of them.
Yeah, well, so every time now your stream is on, I turn the damn thing off. I look, green light, nope, red. I'm just like, nope. Like, fuck that.
And even recently, when Simon's on, he gets fucking, he's like, holy fuck, the whole time when he's listening
to his headphones, which I don't get.
Yep.
It's just like, okay, what kind of headphones do you have?
Like, I don't know why I've got the urge.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've got the urge to watch Star Trek Nemesis now. I don't know why.
Well, that's where it's
I'm not a fan of Nemesis.
I don't know. That's where I met. That's the first time I ever saw Tom. What's his name?
We need to watch Undiscovered Country. I mean, that's the one we need to.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, man, can't knock that. Can't knock that.
All the Shakespeare references and
which Michael Dorn Michael Dorn played Picard. Played Kirk's
lawyer.
Yeah.
He did Colonel Worf, and I will say the best bridge design of any Enterprise ever. Period.
Yep.
I love it. Just Undiscovered Country. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And Terry Matalas has pretty much pulled in a lot of Undiscovered Country and Wrath of Khan and
well, and the fact that they got the name of the movie from a Hamlet quote is just like, and then you've got David Warner and
Unleash the Dogs of War.
Yeah, Christopher Plummer, like
so good. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, because apparently,
and I love how Amanda's just pulled in that shit.
But I do love the fact that they did not have the dreaded killer attack treble.
I don't know.
Amanda Plummer needs to have that fucking attack treble.
She needs to have it. Just a
hairless killer attack.
A hairless attack treble. Just fucking stroking it. I mean, that would be. Oh my god, that'd be the shit.
And then she needs to go like this with a cup of tea.
Yeah, cup of tea with the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. So good.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm just gonna feel completely gutted after these 2 episodes are done. I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna feel lost.
I'm gonna feel
the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel a bit gutted, but I have some optimism in other directions. I mean, we get more lower decks.
I've still got a little bit of hope that Terry Trek happens. You know,
I do too.
Terry Trek.
I do too. And then
a little bit of hope.
I've even heard rumors that he may take over Strange New Worlds because they want to make that the flagship, and that will, appease Star Trek fans. And
please,
if he did,
Well, you look.
But I still want Star Trek Legacy. I want the Titan with Shaw.
No, I do too. But
I want that.
Yeah, but
I would settle for Strange New Worlds under Terry. I would settle for that. That would be like, okay, now we're in. Now we're there. Let's go.
Yeah, what he's done with the limited budget that he had on Picard season 3.
Exactly. He had scraps.
No kidding.
He was shoved fucking the show. It's like, okay, Terry, here you go. I don't give a fuck. I'm off doing fucking Man Fall to Earth. I don't give a fuck what you do. Here's your little fucking budget with
apparently
left.
This is what shits me though. They did that to Picard, but yet they upped the budget for Strange New Worlds because now it's their flagship. And I'm like,
yeah, but
why not give Terry the flagship? Like, come on. Like, hello?
100%.
You know,
100%.
The whole thing is that Strange New Worlds hit good numbers all the way through, and it built and built and built.
It did, yeah. And
whereas Picard got really good numbers at first, and then it went,
yeah, because
well, Picard was the one out of all of the modern day Star Trek that really shat every fan off, because we're going to get a Picard season, the continuation of the show, and it was fucked. Yeah,
but I mean, can you blame the numbers? Like, it was just horseshit from like episode 1 through to episode 24 or 20 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
the last second season was. It was just garbage, like
absolute garbage. And honestly, now we get this fucking beacon of brilliance from Terry. Absolutely brilliant.
I have to say though,
Ken,
the fact that
says thanks for the likes.
The fact that Kurtzman isn't as involved in Strange New Worlds and Akiva Goldsman is a little bit better because
that's a Kevin Goldsman's show. 100%.
Yeah, and we both can agree there were some absolute dog shit points about that show, especially the Gorn and a couple of other episodes.
But overall, I'm happy to watch it. I still want to watch it.
Yeah, and others that just made you like, wow, this could be brilliant. Like, why don't you do this? Yeah.
Yep. It has the perfect established potential of being a really good fucking show. If they do it right, it can be really fucking good.
Yeah.
It can be really good.
Like, as you know, the Elysian Kingdom, the one where they're like in the medieval kingdom trapped
that was
in
fun.
the novel.
That was fun.
That was just, that was so perfect because it was a harken back to the original series, and it was just great fun to watch. Like, you could tell everybody loved making it, and it was just a homage to the original series. I mean,
and it was a good character arc for his daughter.
Yeah,
what happened to her? So that was cool.
And not only that, it made you think of the episode when they were all trapped by Apollo, the god, right? In the original series.
Yeah.
We're like, how ludicrous, but how wonderful at the same time. Just,
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I watched Balance of Terror, the original series, last night. Fuck, that's such a good episode.
It is. It really is. You and I have some disagreements about the remake.
Yeah, I can understand, and I was even thinking about it afterwards. Like, okay, it's an alternative reality, blah blah blah, and all that. But I still think that the essence of that episode was a little bit. G'day, John.
Good day, John Krantz. Cheers, mate.
I get it. I think they actually captured the essence of the original series perfectly in that episode, but put a twist on it. Yeah, you and I are not going to agree on that, but
we're not going to agree on that because the interaction between the commander and
that part we agree on, but overall, I thought, okay, I get it.
But I get the idea that this is alternate reality, and if Picard was, not Picard, if Pike was the captain, not Kirk, that makes sense. But the other thing was they didn't have, like, they were able to sneak in and see the bridge of the Romulan vessel. They couldn't hear them. They could see them. But in the new Strange New Worlds, they could hear them and interact, and they talk to them. That was kind of, I think they should have pushed that out a little bit later. Because the interaction between the two of them. Yeah.
I get it, but
because when he died, and he was like, this is my friend, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about the whole crew, like the navigation officer, was like, what the fuck? This is a Romulan, but we've got fucking Spock on here. He's a fucking, is he a Romulan? What's going on here? That was the whole bigotry. That was full on. in that episode.
Yeah, and I got that. I fully understood it because they hadn't seen a Romulan ever, or at least in,
never
200
seen
and
never seen
years.
them. The whole war happened 100 years ago, and they've never seen them.
Yeah, I got that. So I don't think it was as bad an episode as some people make it out to be. That's kind of
overall, I didn't mind that last episode. I thought it was okay, but how they did Balance of Terror was kind of just irks me. But
yeah, well, there were certain things that irked me a little bit, but overall I liked it. So
put it this way, it sets up for potential. We've got an actual okay-ish show. It's not great, but it's okay.
But we could say that about every first season of Star Trek for the most part. So
yeah, but the modern day Star Trek, we've got fucking 4 seasons of STD, and it's just a fucking
hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
Yeah.
STD. The only redeeming things were Captain Pike.
The end of it,
and Michelle Yeoh as Philippa Georgiou. Yes.
I mean, I love Michelle Yeoh. She's the only thing that's fucking good on that. And I don't want to see her in Section 31. I don't want to see her in her own show.
No, I don't either, because the fact that they're talking about having badges and everything, that's not Section 31.
That's not Section 31. Yeah.
No, Section 31 is deeply shadowy. Like, we're talking more than, German Stasi, where they would, rearrange the furniture in your place just because they couldn't
exactly. I mean, the doctor would walk in and he fucking Sloane's there and he's like, how the fuck did you get in here? And then he's fucking puts his exposition in front of him and then just disappears. And Bashir's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, that's what Section 31 is.
Yeah, Section 31 is the Stasi. That's what they were. Like, or are.
What are the redeeming parts of STD? Other than Michelle Yeoh? Nothing.
Oh, Captain Pike, because we got Strange New World.
I mean, Captain Pike. We got Captain Pike. Yeah.
Anson Mount
as Captain Pike. Yeah.
But
and that's what we're hoping.
I'm glad they've gone and visited that again, and they've used that. They're using that as a series about him. So I'm glad that they have gone and visited that again.
Yeah, me too. I know that his future is predetermined, but I just kind of want to see how they get there, how they
didn't give him that. Yeah, they didn't give him like they didn't make him whole, if you know what I mean. We know that he got there, and that's what happened, but they didn't actually, make him whole, like as a character.
Yeah, I agree, and the fact that
it makes sense because there's a huge amount of time between Pike and
Kirk. Yeah,
it makes it seem like Pike had barely any time. That's what it seemed like to me when I was growing up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The other thing
it's
too
a huge thing there.
This is going to be very arbitrary, but Captain Pike is a cook, and it's like, you have a kick-ass kitchen in your quarters. I like you, yes.
I mean, I like that. It's not. It kind of bugs me because it's not very Star Trek-y.
No, I know.
Do that on the Starfleet vessel, but I still find it cool that he has his crew on there and he does dinner for them in the proper way. I mean, I kind of like that.
I trained as a cook, and I'm like, I could be Captain Pike too. Yes.
Don't forget, I do this as a living.
Yeah.
So,
I cook for a living.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. GMT cooks for a living, so he's grown up and he's doing it. So
look, you know what? You know they've got all this stuff that they can just have like that on the ship, right? But when you make it yourself, for example, think about, we pretend we're on the ship, right? When you sit there and you achieve that product to be that dish to be.
When you put your love into the dish,
your own masterpiece, your own masterpiece, and then you get the reaction from the people that you serve it to.
Yeah,
there's nothing more rewarding than that. Trust me.
No,
and not only that, when you're sitting down enjoying that meal after you've made it, and you're having that conversation and those,
there's nothing better than that. Trust me.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
You know, so by him having the whole thing there to cook and whatever, it might be a few reasons for it. He enjoys doing it. He loves to make people happy, and he loves to see how his masterpiece, as we can call it, turns out. Do you know what I mean? And I understand that.
Yep.
I totally get it too, because one of my favorite things to make is when I trained, I was in a Greek seafood restaurant, and my favorite thing to make was the grilled calamari.
Grilled calamari.
I know. Like when you put the
come on,
oil, the lemon,
bring that shit on.
The herbs.
We love lemon, right? Especially from Cyprus, because I'm from Cyprus. We love our lemon.
Okay,
lemon is.
So then,
Mr. GMT, do you eat lemon just straight out? You bite into a lemon like you do a fucking orange?
Yes, I do too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I could just bite into a lemon and eat that like a fucking orange.
I know probably people in the chat right now probably thinking these guys are fucking nuts.
Yeah, I do.
Everyone else is nuts because we do that and we fucking love it, and you're all morons because you don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
My dad did it so much that he had to stop doing it because he was doing it that much that he was eating his insides, and he had to stop because all his lining started getting really thin.
Yeah, the citric acid. In the stomach.
Everything in moderation. I used to say
I'm
to my
proud
dad.
because my son. Because you always see when you get little toddlers, when you always give them the lemon, you get those reactions. We saw that on social media, and we thought we'd do it with our boy when he was like 18 months or whatever. Yeah. And he fucking loved it, and he can eat it lemon like I do.
You know what I do is,
boy.
Oh, it's the best. What I do is, as a small little, I know this is going to be crazy, guys, in the chat, but listen. And what I do is, for a little snack, for example, I grab a piece of bread, brown bread, I eat brown bread, and I put a bit of lemon on it, and I eat it like that. And the flavors that I get from the brown bread and the lemon is phenomenal. I absolutely love it.
Yep. So honestly, one of my favorite things to do is actually find a 4-leaf balsamic vinegar, and then you squeeze, like, especially when I can get them here.
Don't tell me squeeze lemon into. I've never done that.
Yeah, lemon from the Amalfi Coast of Italy. Yeah. And then put some salt and pepper on top of your bread, and just pour it over top, and then just
Oh my God! I'm gonna hang on. Wait a
minute. Because I've
got all the ingredients here. I can do that, no problem like that.
I've got a lemon tree. I've got a lemon tree.
You're traditional. Yeah, you know what? I've actually. You know, I'm renouncing you a traditional Greek, because if any Greek has got a lemon tree in their backyard.
Oh fuck yeah! I've got a lemon tree. Yep, my last house had the lemon tree, which was the yellow lemons, but everyone pulled the piss out of me and they're saying they're not fucking lemons, but they fucking are, because they go fucking yellow.
And they're good.
GMT, you're gonna love this.
It's so good.
One of my favorite Greek dishes is actually when they take the cheek off the pig, and then you do, slow cook in tomato for like 2 hours, and then throw it on the grill, and then finish it with margarine.
I've never had that before. I've never had that.
Really? Because one of my relatives is actually from Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki, yes.
Yeah. So they do that in Thessaloniki, and it is just
for example, every island have got a special dish dedicated to that island that they do, right?
Yeah, just like Italy or France. Yeah.
For example, where we come from.
Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to wrap this episode up since we're talking into food porn.
Yes, true. Let's do this because we're taking this way out of context.
Anyone else wants to join in and talk about fucking wine, food, whiskey, fucking porn? That's what we're going to do for the next fucking hour. So. Join us next week for the episode 8. 9, because we've just done episode 8.
Was that 8 already? Jesus. So I'm watching. I'm not even watching the number. I'm just watching.
Yeah, we got 2 left. We've only got 2 left. So I really want to do a live reaction for everybody, but I don't think we can do it because we all just.
It's not going to happen, man. Come on, man. Are you serious? You're going to hold off for 2 days not to watch it? Come on, man.
I could do it. I could do the hold off. The problem is I'd have to disconnect me from the internet completely because I like watching that episode and watching the fucking 10 other reviewers talking about that episode afterwards.
It's not gonna come on, Ken. It's not gonna happen, brother.
No,
it's not gonna happen. So we're just gonna go with what we've done, and then we'll pick a date when all the 10 episodes have dropped, and I'm gonna cut it into one fucking movie. We're going to kick back with a bunch of food and fucking wine.
So we're going to do this live, yeah?
Whatever else.
You're going to get knocked on the head if you do it live.
No, we won't do it live. We'll be in the background. Or we might just do it in the background and we'll just kick back and just watch the whole.
So they'll just see us and we'll be watching it. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we might do it that, or we just might not even do it live. We'll just kick back, all of us, and we'll just watch the whole fucking thing. So we'll decide what we're going to do with that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. It's going to happen.
I was trying to get back. I was just trying to get back before you signed off, Ken, because I heard you talk about your tree, and it's sort of like I thought we agreed not to talk about that anymore.
Why? What's wrong with the lemon tree? Hang on, hey, what's wrong with the lemon tree, buddy?
It's a yellow lemons. Everyone pulled the piss out of me, and especially in America.
Yellow lemons are awesome.
They went yellow. They go fucking yellow. It's a species.
That's
yes.
They're the good lemons.
It was.
They are the very good lemons, actually. The yellow ones.
They are the fucking great lemons. They were so fucking good, and we had a great crop off that lemon tree.
You know what? Lucky I don't know you. Lucky I don't live near you because I'll be coming over asking you for lemons.
I mean, I had baskets of them fuckers, man. Baskets of them.
It was absolutely hilarious, GMT, because everyone in the States are going, no, it's a lime tree.
No.
Did you actually show your tree?
No, they were saying lemon. I'm saying, no, it's a fucking lime. Yeah. It's a fucking lime. They turn yellow, and they were saying, no, it's fucking lemons. And I went, no,
lemons. It's a lime tree.
Yeah, but in the U.S., you get tiny little limes like that.
Yeah, you can get yellow limes like that, lemon like that.
Yeah,
ones like that.
You can get like limes
that
have like little
big
pearls.
fucking limes that were bright yellow.
Yeah.
So they were limes, not lemons, yeah?
Yeah.
Limes.
Yeah, they were limes.
They're just a certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a certain species. Yeah.
It was just absolutely
because you know limes do taste different to lemons, guys. You know that, right?
No, they do, and you can get like Palestinian sweet limes, finger limes. You can get
finger limes. Yeah, they're tasty.
Of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna have a shitload. I'm gonna have a fucking shitload. I've got a lime tree. I mean, sorry,
I wish I was your neighbor, man. I'll be coming knocking on your door.
Yeah.
Oh, anytime, man. Anytime. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of fucking shit at the back there. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna have fucking oranges. I'm gonna have fucking mangoes.
Well, you got enough room now, right? So you got no problem, right?
Yeah, I got the fucking room. I just fucking orchard all at the back there. Fucking A. All right, guys. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Live long and prosper. Nanu. Snatch butt.